my guest.
Ren, aka
Yep.
Gothic Churro.
Yep, and we're talking Young Jay outside the newest season and the first season of all the Young Justice. Yep. No, we gotta get more people join us, but since we started a little late, we decided to start now. So, anyways, let's get the party started, shall we? So,
All right.
where we begin? When?
What? Oh,
So, where do we start?
I guess we could just discuss, the whole story. I guess.
Yep.
I haven't done this kind of thing in a while.
Yeah. Okay. But the story, it picks up where season 2 left off. After the week that the feed, and you have to with Nightwing and let's the crew the Medium Traffickers. Me and we have Prince Beyond, aka Giovanni, Pod King. All the while you have the dark side fight going on. Jessica trying to do Venom Savage. And the light, and but do the dark side. And the story goes there.
Well, the cool thing about the season though is that we got to see way brand new characters that we didn't see the last season.
Yep.
Nor we got a hint of them actually existing. We knew that Vandal Savage existed and Darkseid because of the cliffhanger ending we had on season 2.
But for 5 years, we've been waiting, or 6 years, because this ain't the show our chance on now. We've been waiting like 5 years for the show to come back.
Yeah.
And what a way it was.
It was darker.
It was darker.
It was more mature than the last 2 seasons. I mean, they were able to get away with more things thanks to the DCU app.
Yep. Then to us that we. Oh, we got Newberry. Edgar. Oh, Edgar, welcome to the show.
What were we talking about now?
We're done Young Justice 3.
What?
Young Justice is 3.
What? We're talking about Young Justice?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, no, I haven't fully seasoned. What the fuck, man? You linked me something. I'm like, dude, I haven't even done with the season. Wow. So sorry, everyone. I can't fully join with all you guys. Pretty much, I need to watch the full season. But I will say this: I don't like how Beast Boy.
He gets better.
No.
He gets
better. He gets better.
He gets more badass, more awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're right. Personally, with me, I'm not a fan of what they did. But anyway, I'll get back to you guys when I do my podcast with this. Anyway.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I do like how the way Black Lightning was written.
Yeah, Black Lightning was awesome.
Especially when he got mad at Batman for lying the entire time.
Yeah.
And the first person we disbanded because we're done, but it turns out it was just a lie.
Yep.
Undercover mission for Batman Inc.
Yep, and so Batwoman is like the hardware with a Martian killer and some other killers. Yep, this is my killers on my hard drive, Batwoman, Long Game Man. No, okay, man.
He was on there. He was with the Justice League in space with
Guy
Gardner, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman.
Yep.
And I think also Hawkman was there too.
Yeah, Hawkman and
all the Green Lanterns. The other Green Lanterns was pretty cool.
Yep.
The way they did Granny Goodness is like, I know who you are. You're not fooling me.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Are you? Also see Metatron too with the Mobius chair.
Yeah, Metatron.
Tim Drake got less screen time in this season.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Probably they're gonna save him for season 4.
But spoiler, we get Orphan.
Oh yeah, and Harper Row Bluebird was there too.
Yep, Harper Row. We got another new character.
And then a new character, Arrowette. that
Yep.
everybody's never heard of.
Yep, from the original Young Justice comic.
And let's see what else. Wasn't the first Aqualad there, Garth?
Yeah, there's a Tempest. Yep.
Yeah, Tempest, he was there.
Donna
Also,
Troy.
Donna Troy as Donna Troya.
Yep, Joya.
And Jason Todd. We got to see Jason Todd for a little bit.
Oh, speaking of surprise cameos, like I did one talk about this for a while. Yep. Oh. Ta-da!
Oh yeah, we got to see little baby Damien, and I don't know how old John is.
Yep.
He looks
Well,
like
that made
he's
me so happy.
He looks like he's 1 or 2 years old.
Yep. I am so happy. Like, finally, the super guy that might animate something. Oh, kind of like the baby, but that's adorable. Like, that made me smile. Like,
Yeah.
that's in Todd. I am so happy Super Center at the end of the season.
And then
Kinda.
everybody's favorite couple is actually a couple on there, Barbara Gordon and Dick Grayson.
Yep. Like, that's awesome. Because what fit? Since the comic will give me Nightwing and Oracle with the cover in the comics, do the best I can get and Judge J. I'm happy with that. Yep. Because I'm so happy with the my both Oracle and Nightwing at the cover, and she's Oracle.
Yeah.
Like I know people are good, but damn it, Barbara should be back here. It makes I said one at Oracle. It makes a lot more sense. She's more bad at Oracle. Yes, I know the kind they lock on that into nonsense and liberty nonsense, but I'm fine with it when every Oracle.
Yeah.
You know, but I put because that opens the door for spoiling more back here in the future. Speaking of the future, we'll say that for later because I know we'll talk more about that in the scene 4 predictions.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't mention, that it's Red Herring James Hart. I know that we get to see more of him. And
Yeah, I was hoping the finale we get more of that. We get to see him so I want to see him fight Dick Grayson, like full on fight. And then at the same time, in memory, I want to see some flashbacks of them training together or something.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Because like this version of Nightwing, they made it more like he gets along with Batman instead. Like in the comics, he's trying to get out of his shadow,
or in Titans.
Yeah, but this one's like okay, they're making him kind of like before New 52 kind of thing.
Yeah, more pre-52.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he says he's like being a leader. Everybody tells him, but you're doing a good job at it. You're meant for it.
Yep, but that made me so happy.
And then Black Lightning becoming the leader of the Justice League.
Yeah, when near the end of the season, that was awesome. Like, Batman is so bad in this season. Oh, speaking of Canada, that you made a comeback, Stag made a comeback. Stag shot.
Yeah, Static.
Yep.
I
was so happy to have him, but I was hoping we get more gear on my more supporting characters. But I got to cut you into not Stag Shock. But damn it, I want to see my gear at the next season. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Since they do have to bring the only new LGBT character, make it they do it with the gay and Martian comics, but you can still add this gear. Actually, speak of that, though, what's this little Aquaman stuff? The whole Aquaman,
Aquaman and Garth together.
Well, no, it's not God. Basically Cardinal and a different character.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that Calendar was
Carter. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind it.
If you look back in before Flashpoint happened, I think this was during the N52 series.
Yeah, Bryce Day.
He only had like a few appearances in comics where we see no development. We don't see any love interest.
Yeah.
But when you go back to season 1, he did have a girlfriend. He had like a lover kind of.
Yeah, true.
They broke up because he kept going to the surface world.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah. And then
Yeah.
Tua died at the
Yeah.
end of season 1. Oh no, she died between 2 scenes because
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see why fans got upset over it. It's like we know that he wasn't gonna get with anybody else. There was
Yeah.
no hint of chemistry with another character.
Yeah, but you know, in the comics, at the Cardoon, aka Awkward character, based out of another character who was gay in the comics. I forget.
Yeah, and he even told his father, Black Manta, that he was gay. He tells him, "You're still a piece of meat. You're still meat. You're still a person."
Yep,
That doesn't change him for who he is.
yep. Which I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too. I mean, everybody knew about this character from the Young Justice series. They never read the comics before. I mean,
yeah,
if you tell someone, this character, they're like, "Who?" I'm like, "You watch?" Oh, yeah, I see it, but they won't remember the comic because most of the people that watch Young Justice Steven know that Young Justice was a comic first.
yeah. It was better than '90s comic. We had Connor Kent, like Connor Kent, Tim Drake, and Import they brought down at the Young Justice, and Wonder Girl. Speak. Oh,
But-
then-
No, you go ahead.
yeah. I think fine. You know, with Aqua being gay because it makes sense because it's like that you said, right? Just Cardoon has to be of another character who was gay, and that character was very underwritten in previous too. It took Rebirth to finally bring him back because we were not using him for some reason. They did not Aqua. Okay,
Yeah.
they were there, but then they got a mess. And oh my, the Titans just they got messed up. New 52 might be able to clutterfuck the Titans. At least people fix that. Then Wyatt got screaming here in Clayton, and then Titans got canceled, and now we're stuck at Teen Titans right now. That's a mess.
Yeah.
Man, you need to fix the continuity. But back on track. Speaking of what, John, I tell you, let's get out to do another thing I read this season, like the tone and in the action. Like I've been mentioning for this show got almost darker between these 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was death. Lots of death.
yeah, there was especially not getting Halo.
Oh yeah, her backstory was sad.
It was sad. Like, holy shit! Like Halo's story might be nothing in this version or like the comic version. The comic version is good, confusing, and convoluted. This Halo might be a lot more interesting, and her backstory is like I said, it's sad, and depressing. But Jesus Christ, she got killed a lot. She got killed a lot.
She was a great character.
Indeed, and she was awesome. Like, her and Geoboy, in my opinion, I think were great new characters.
Geoforce though, Prince Brion,
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was gonna turn bad. His anger was like the first hint.
I assume he wasn't turn back. I assume he got control of the anger. I assume he wanted going to go that dark.
Yeah, he wanted revenge, and he got it.
Yep, but at what cost?
We'll see what happens in season. Because that leads to like, okay, we're gonna have him in season 4 probably be one of the villains
Yeah,
along
probably.
with Darkseid.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Then what's gonna happen to this character because Geoboy is kind of on the comic, not interesting, but this Geoboy is 10 times amazing. Oh, speaking of curiosity, what gets you to Terra? Okay, well, the term Jewish contract.
This was actually a better take on it without the whole relationship between her and Deathstroke.
Yeah. I agree. Like her story in this version, like another version, like I mean, in Jewish kind of anime movie, and the anime did do the same thing, but the difference between that version and this version. So that version was sympathetic, like the sympathetic, but the difference between the comics version, the Jewish kind of anime movie, and some other the Jewish kind of story. Every version had Terra died. Or have to do with Deathstroke. Well, okay, that's not true. 2 versions did not do this. 2 and 3 anime series and this version. and that's it. Like this isn't why being at the in Two the anime series, but isn't a monster like in the comics.
Yeah, this one she was actually created
Yeah, like more
in the
human.
experiment.
Yeah, experimented on by Dr. Chase, which we'll get to Dr. Chase later because I have lots of stuff to talk about her later. Experimented on, twisted, tortured. Well, technically she was tortured, yeah, but she was experimented on, like you said. Taking away my uncle, trained my Deathstroke. My foot, not foot to kill, but she enjoyed killing Brandy when he always like. She wasn't a monster. It's like she was created a weapon, and at the end, a spy. Which I think very interesting. It's like you said, this franchise a lot more interesting, a lot more complex.
Yeah.
The can't even tell what's complex, but she's complex on a really messed up, dark, and twisted psycho.
I do like that she kind of had the same design as the comic with the short hair.
I like that too. Yeah, I agree too. But that's pretty awesome. That's down there. Like I can't. But one thing I expect to know is the way they adapted this time around. It's actually more interesting. And like I said, Terry's not dying in the story.
No, they're probably gonna see that in the next season where maybe she'll be more fully controlled from Deathstroke.
Maybe by dad.
Because he's not done with her. He's not done with her.
That's true.
You know, Deathstroke, he does not quit.
That's true. But you know, he brought out there a dollar load and made it all seem forward for Lucky. But anyway, back on track. Speak at the light and Donati. Let's get to the light and then sign a dark side deal. Okay, that backstory is actually interesting the way they do Valentine dark side. When?
Yeah, like I was curious of their alliance, you know, since we saw them talk on the end of season 2.
Yep.
But then I was like, okay, it's gonna get ruined because he told the team, well, the outsiders, where Granny Goodness was, and to tell her that Vandal Savage told him.
Yep.
And then, you know, we think like, oh, Darkseid's gonna destroy him. No, we realize that Vandal's more important.
Yep.
The anti-life equation.
Yep. But that plan is actually very interesting because it started million years ago. And that was a twist I didn't expect that. The way they talk about this deal with Darkseid and Vandal Savage is actually fascinating and actually very interesting.
I want to know what it is more. I want more. I want to know what they're going to try to do. Yeah,
because we can look at the plan there at the whole entire galaxy until they're doing 2 point level, Parker and Earth. Meaning it could be like last man standing.
Yeah.
It's actually a very
I do want to see them fight. I do want to see Vandal and Darkseid fight.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I agree. Right, that part of it is very complex and very awesome. Right, I'm very intrigued, how you expand their plan because Darkseid went to Antarctica crazy. I've been mentioning, and very sad when you find out, you said, "Oh shit!" Right, Darkseid did the Antarctica crazy. I mean, we're screwed. So that's a big defense, not cut all ties, but to betray my Darkseid in his own way. Oh, here comes from a good friend, Average Pizza. Oh, be a good pizza. He said hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Goomby. Hey, watching all from work. That's cool, man. I'm glad you join us.
Cool.
Do you mean why you return season 4?
No.
Wait, what?
I'll say why.
Okay.
You guys want to know a secret?
Mm-hmm.
DC doesn't like Wally West, same as Tim Drake. I'm sorry. I'm noticing that a lot more. And I blame C.W. Barry Allen is why Barry is so popular compared to Wally.
Well, that and put up in Fluff and Paradox for Racing Wally and listening speeches.
But here's the thing, though. How would they bring him back? That's the thing. This version of the series, different stuff is happening.
That's true.
Jason Todd is with the League of Assassins longer than he's usually supposed to be. He's supposed to be with the All Castle.
Well, it's been 2. Well, they're not doing New 52. They're doing pre-52 stuff.
Yeah, well, it looks like a mixture of it, but the thing is, we don't know how long Jason Todd was dead. There was
That's
no
true.
hint of it in season 2.
That's true. It was a 5-year time jump in season 2. And season 3 is a 2-year time jump.
Yeah, so it's total of 4 years.
Yeah. Tim and
Yeah,
Shep.
he was, but it was
Yeah,
cool
it kinda
to see him with the Bat family, though.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Maybe they'll bring him back in more in the next one.
Yeah.
'Cause who knows how they're going to do the next one? Who knows how they're going to, if they can do a time skip or a few months after what happened in season 3.
Yeah, we're seeing 4.
Yeah.
I from my opinion, I think Wally may return because they a small window saying that he may come for season 4. But I think it might be the way to hear his death and the way after his passing was very sad, very hard. It really broke me in my heart because no, like when all the way at the media with the tenor. Like when he talked to her about bringing his soul, like not back to Earth, but having to go to limbo. That was very depressing. That broke me. Because you can tell she was hurt with Wally passing.
Yeah.
If we ain't see Wally return, I'm expecting season 4. But we might see season 1 or 2 Wally again. And time down might be playing in season 4 because of the Legion.
Maybe.
Yeah, that actually is a good point. It's a smart chance that can happen because we should be all time about season 4, which we'll set up for later. I do want to talk more about that because I have a ton of fear of season 4 with Reading Superheroes. Maybe they'll adopt the Lightning Saga. What, the Lightning Saga? The Lightning Saga is a JJ story. That's involved the term Wally West. It was before Rebirth.
Probably their take of it, like how they did with Judas Contract and some other stories mixed into a whole story in this, because there was different stories in this. You could straight out tell.
Yeah.
Especially when they mention Batman Incorporated.
Yep. Let's see, Lightning Saga. Darn it.
Jeff Johns.
Yep, Brian Master and Jeff Johns. But this story actually brought back Wally West by the Legion Superhero. The Legion Superhero had to go back in time to the present to bring my Wally using the rods. And the end result of the entire story, but he had Wally West ready to come out with his family. In fact, let's see if I can find it. Damn it. Too small.
Try the other one next to it. No, on the main search.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Photo bucket.
Wow, photo bucket still exists?
I'm surprised it still exists. I didn't know what photo bucket is. That's a shock. Got. Yeah, found a better one. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, that's why I read that to Glenda and the 2 kids, Irene and Jai. Yeah, like sorry, I don't know before we just should be able to go back in time to bring back Wally West and his family. So.
Yeah, but how would they?
They'll do this story, and we should be all get involved. They'll do this story with Wally West. It's typically after Imminent Craze.
Hmm.
Oh, you're coming, Mr. Cummings.
Is that?
Andre, you did a great job putting the pre-crisis, post-crisis, and even to Rebirth era together in similar continuity.
Yep.
What about that?
How could they do that in season 4?
Yep. Some feel like that instead of dying, Wally would transport to the future. That would make a ton of sense in hindsight. It's people.
If the Legion of Superheroes mentioned that, sure,
Yeah.
but the way they did it in this episode, he
Mhm.
turns out he actually did die.
Yeah. Yeah. And if he did die, then yeah, that's depressing. Yep. Oh, yeah. I should be able to join a few minutes. All right. Yep. I could be able to join. He's good. Actually, join us. That's gonna be awesome. Yep. Since I heard Scene 4 continue on with plots from the outside, I can see Scene 4 being a form of time jump. And they'll probably address Jason being alive. That would make a ton of sense.
Yeah, because we need more Nightwing action. We need more of the Batman family action.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, to bring Jason Todd, and we know Jason's alive. I'm wondering what's going to happen when Batman sees his old project alive and kicking with the League of Sands.
I don't think Batman will like join too much of it though.
That's true.
Like you'll have
Tim
and Dick try to handle it or something.
Yeah. That would be actually pretty cool to see as Nightwing and Tim Drake at the end of the Bat family deal with Jason Todd, because I'm wondering if they'll do Undo Red Herd, but do it with this universe, but go the same like James direction.
Get influences of it, like do it feels like that we didn't see in the movie. Like have Jason reminisce about how he was found, how he was resurrected, how he died. Like I want to know if they can give him a different death.
So you think they'll do Joker? There'll be another character kills him off, like
yeah, because it's kind of getting overused with the Joker. Like have something like a mission. Maybe they did say that they're Hall of Dead in Action heroes.
Yeah, the Hall of
Dead in
Heroes.
Action. So how about Jason Todd dies during a mission?
That would make a ton of sense to think about it, because and what we saw already in the Younger Time video game.
Yeah, we saw in Arkham Knight how he died. He died by a gunshot.
Yep.
Not a bomb. He
Yep.
died a bomb in the movie.
In
comics, he's always dead by a bomb. But in White Knight, Batman White Knight by Sean Murphy, he was gunned down by the Joker.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
And he was the first Robin on there too in the White Knight.
Yeah, White Knight doing a sequel now.
So it would make a lot of sense in season 4 that his death was from a mission went wrong.
I can see that being the case. And the question is, how he died in the mission, who killed him? It could be race, or it could be after the light. Actually, the light could be Judah, because and what we're talking about, not part of the light anymore. I think they never addressed that. No, why? Oh, we're kind of good from the no, why didn't die? Well, Armin saw with the mental breakdown that McGann made. The wise Armin saw there would always imagine him, meaning Wyatt isn't dead yet. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I was wondering about that.
Well, maybe he's in the Speed Force. Like how they said speedsters don't die, they just become energy in the Speed Force.
That's true. So maybe there's a small chance that the Speed Force then they're not discovered the Speed Force yet. That's the kind of thing. We still have not seen any of it. We haven't seen either Fawn or Hunter's Armor. Speaking of speedsters, that damn moment, I completely forgot about this. They get on Pitchkin. Speaking of, we have to get the two kids. Like,
yeah, that part was looking after.
Yeah, like that made me so happy. Like that was so much money. like, come on, Dad. Okay, well, don't come, Dad. Not going grandma. Like, that's so funny. We can see our the super kids. We can see John. We can see the two speedster kids. We see or her daughter, like Leanne. Like all super kids are so cute. Like that made me happy. Heck, we didn't get to see Tanner's kid. What's an adopted kid?
Oh, yeah, I forgot the name. I actually forgot the name.
Yeah, I got some that. Perhaps I'd want to go in front of the enjoy the son of kill Jason in the winter as his assassin's slave. That wouldn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah.
Right. I can see it being the case since Damon, I mean, was already born already in this universe, named John. Maybe that way you did at the weapon same with Damon Wayne. Speaking of Damon and John, we do get to tie out with Damon.
Yeah.
So I gotta see it being gay, but anyway, back to the kids, we see that the John at the baby Damien as baby. We see at the two pizza kids. We see Bummy at the by pregnant. That was sweet.
Turning her child into a metahuman.
Yeah, like that is very interesting. Like I'm very intrigued where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna give it to Reborn. Oh, you Reborn. Welcome to the show.
Am I here? Can you hear me? Okay.
I'm clear.
All right, cool. I've never used the studio before, so I have no idea, or like this setting for it. So I thought I'd just jump in. So, what have I really missed so far?
Not much. We talked about John, we talked about Damien.
Oh, the Super Sons. Oh, yeah, that series that everybody liked, but DC, took a big shit on it.
Yeah, they poured apart.
Oh, yes, good old Super Sons.
Yep. It's a Super Sons in the universe. Oh, did you want to how you Super Sons in this universe?
Super Sons in this universe? I'm excited. I'm just kind of bummed that they're so young now. I kind of wish they were closer to age like they are in the comics. Like, Damien's just a baby infant. I'm like, I wish he was at least like 4 or 5 in the season of Young Justice. Like, same with John and them. I just wish they were just a few years older so we could get to them sooner. Now it's gonna be like, what is it gonna be, another decade waiting between seasons or something before we can finally see them suit up? So yeah, but you were talking. Did you guys give your overall thoughts on the season?
No, not yet.
Or like initial impressions or anything like that?
We never got into impressions. Well, oh yeah. Robert Family was both funny and freaky, to be honest. Oh yeah, that was funny.
Until we killed it.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
I was like, is that Slowbo? We're gonna have Slowbo? Oh, never mind.
Yep. I think I'd be crushed, but nope. I thought it was funny. Oh, did you what was your impression for this season?
I like season 3. I think it's the weakest season. Mainly my biggest issue with season 3 is there's just way too many characters that they just keep every episode seem like they're throwing more and more in. And I just kind of lost focus of it. What made the first 2 seasons strong is like, especially the first season, we had like a small group of characters to follow and we followed them. This season, it just kept throwing in more and more people like every episode. And I'm like, I know a lot about DC Comics. I mean, I'm not the biggest expert on the planet, but there were so many characters that kept throwing in. I'm like, who the hell is that? Who's this? Who's that? Who's this? Who's that? I'm like, I can't keep up with it all. There was just too many storylines. Now, when it focused on some of the previous Young Justice teams, like when it focused on Nightwing and that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. Then it forgets about Nightwing for like 10 episodes. And then like we go to this area, then we go to that area. I don't know. Like, I still really like this season. I mean, it's Young Justice. I'm so happy to see it back. And I like that since it's on the DC Universe app, which, by the way, it still irritates me. I don't have like an app for like the PS4. Or maybe they have added it, but I'm like, I think it's just kind of dumb. Not yet.
Not yet, but I already contacted them so many times, and they said they're trying to work on it. They're also trying to work on more devices because they're trying to see what they make devices and profiles.
Yeah,
that's good. I think it's just such ridiculous things. Like, I remember watching the promos, like, you can watch comics through your TV. I'm like, how the hell can I do that? I can't do that with my phone. I just have to keep like game casting or whatever it is to my TV. And I'm like, I just want to be able to play it through an app, just like you promised.
I use a Fire Stick.
Okay.
Yeah, I use a Fire Stick as well.
I use a Fire Stick or Roku.
Okay. No, I don't have that, so I just use the
I think it's going to be on Xbox already, too.
It's on Xbox already, I would check.
Isn't it, like, pretty much the same deal? Like, can't you just use the same, like, stuff for, like, PlayStation? They're basically, like, the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a licensing issue. That's what it is.
Yeah, hopefully they get it soon because it's just kind of annoying that it's taken this long to get on there. But yeah, still impressions on the season. Like I said, I liked it. I like how since they're on the DC Universe app, they can go a little bit edgier and a little bit darker with their source material. And the character, they definitely go a bit edgier. I mean,
yeah, they go dark. I mean, like there's some depth and brutal depth I haven't seen. Like
oh yeah,
like Print Beyond Parent got murdered with blood.
And that sexual scene with Black Lightning and Livewire.
Yeah,
oh yeah, there's a
that
lot of
killed-
sexual
that
themes this season.
That killed me.
yeah, that
Well,
was.
I could think you never have Black Lightning in you. I'm like, oh damn, they went that far.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, when
Oh.
you commented when you talk about the machine and reason T outside, but then disappointed wasn't about the way to two ring at the end of the season. That and we said Sun in comics. Oh yeah. Well, we about to get to that. We'll get to that later. Right, about the Ouija superhero stuff. At
Why don't we wait till November for that comic?
Like the Ouija superhero, I do want to see that there from particular scene 4. I have 10 scene 4 talking about.
Okay. Oh, Legion of Superheroes. I've been struggling trying to keep up with a lot of the current comic stuff that they have doing. It doesn't excite me like it did like right before. I feel like the universe kind of broke when they did Justice League No Justice. Like that to me, I've done videos on it. And I've just kind of not that in particular, but like that event broke the universe for me because just a lot of stuff happened that didn't make sense. Like for instance, I started reviewing the Teen Titans books. The transition of teams, we never actually saw that happen. So if you're telling me you're following this team, the Rebirth team for like 20 plus issues, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, they broke up off panel. I'm like, no, if you're going to do that, at least show it on panel. It's just like, oh, that event happened. And now we've changed teams, even though this new team is way worse than the previous one. And they've gone through way more issues than the previous team. And it just baffles me that they're still a team at this point. But I get they wanted to bring in new characters in that, but it's just kind of one of those things where like, oh, because events, we change things.
Yeah,
there's no reason to.
We'll probably say that for the comments going to do it tomorrow, but back on track. Now kind of if you can speak to the quote. Wayne what Dickens really got to me.
Oh, that was a great scene.
Like holy shit, that guy.
And I was like really, like, what are you gonna do with a meta? What are you gonna do against a metahuman? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't because holy shit, like that got dark with all the torture by Greg Guinness. Speaking of Greg Guinness, that reminds me. Let's get to the whole idea of Halo Stone RT. Oh boy, Halo and Geoforce. Okay, Geoforce actually might be the right engine in this version, and their romance actually very sweet, and I do love their romance.
Better than Twilight.
Yeah, the Geoforce, and are you talking about the romance that they had?
Yeah.
It was okay. It just kind of got annoying. Like I said, I kind of wish they would have focused on some of the other Young Justice characters and not so much on the Geoforce thing. I like the turn at the end of the season. I thought that was pretty cool and surprising. And I'm glad that they didn't make I'm glad they did something good with Tara's character, which I was really happy with. I kind of get tired of seeing like because everybody kind of knows the twist because of the Judas contract and what they did with Tara. I'm like, I would like to see a more sympathetic kind of like not sure where she should align. I think they did a really good job with her this season in particular. I'm like, they crafted a sympathetic story, and even then, like she comes to realize like, oh, they knew the whole time. It's like, yet they didn't do anything. So yeah, I was like, oh, thank God they got through all that. So.
Oh, we're gonna kind of go and pick it. Current Batman Beyond, one thing I'm disappointed I'm missing, but it bought on sale after what they did the war. Yeah, Heritage Crisis. Which I talked about enough about Heritage Crisis all year, and I don't want to bring up my old wounds again because the more I talk about it, the more anger I get. But I want to tell about that. Anyway, back on track. We're gonna go and pick a few years ago. Well, not necessarily brainwashing, but just something after the other big hurt. Well,
how he was exhausted and couldn't even walk.
Yeah, I can't believe.
I had to help him.
Shocked after seeing it, but I killed the Uncle Supergirl reaction meme. Well,
do it and post it on Twitter.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm back on track. Speaking of the other season, another thing I read the season of the Dark Tone is this season actually had balls and it went for it. It went to dark moment, went mature, and actually it didn't help back, and it went extremely dark and depressing. Some shit.
I think the first episode was like really like it shows us what they're gonna do. I mean, kids died.
Yeah, kids did that.
We're experimented metahumans.
Mm-hmm. Chopping and stuff.
I think the first half of the season was definitely stronger. Would you guys agree in that, or?
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't rewatched the season. I watched the episodes when they aired, and I may have rewatched one or two, but I kind of just waited till the next batch because I was kind of busy for a lot of it. But I think the first half, like I'm like, okay, this is back, and it's like this show is really hitting its stride, kicking its ass. But like I said, when they bring in so many new characters and then just keep adding more and more, it becomes kind of like it kind of loses focus a bit with the narrative.
Oh, didn't remind me. I wanted to talk about what's up, Connor Kent and McGann.
Connor Kent and McGann.
And his proposal. That made me so happy. Why? Because I'm Connor Kent and I'm gonna get married. I am so happy. Len, what's your opinion? Len? No.
Oh, I think he muted himself.
God damn it.
Oh, you know what? Here, I guess I'll talk about it. First of all, Miss Martian's look this season was really creepy. So I was definitely freaked out a bit by that. Them as a couple, it kind of felt. I mean, some people were happy at it. I never really like bothered with it. Like it was just kind of and I was kind of indifferent to it. It was just kind of random and stuff. Like there were some random couples kind of thrown together. Like who was it that just randomly had? Who was it that just randomly had like started in a couple that just kind of came out of nowhere? I'm trying to think of who.
Beast Boy.
No, it wasn't Beast Boy. Was it? God, why am I drawing like? Was it Aqualad who just randomly, just out of nowhere, had someone he was in a relationship with?
Wait, you mean Calder?
Yeah, Calder. Didn't he? Oh yeah, because he was Aquaman this season. Like, yeah, like his relationship just came right out of nowhere. Like, okay, where was this?
Be right back. Oh, we're gonna come Wednesday. Be right back. Okay, Len.
Okay. But yeah, like that felt kind of random. But yeah, the McGann Connor stuff, like I said, I've always been kind of like indifferent to it, okay with it. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's fine. Really, none of the couples. The only couple I really liked on the show was Dick and Babs, but that's about it.
To be honest, that's actually the great couple on the season.
I agree with that. Someone feeling Someone feeling agreement that part of the brainwashing Dick had to see his parents die over and over and trying to break them. I'm glad that wasn't the case. That would be a mess up. I would have to way towards it.
Actually, that would be like a mixture with see him witness that again, and possibly witness the death of Jason Todd, the injury on Barbara Gordon maybe too, and some other stuff. I mean, they did lose a lot of people too.
Yeah, they did. They lost a bit of Jason. They lost a bit of Wally. They lost a bit of
actually that virtual reality scene, the game scene.
Yeah, with Beast Boy, which we'll get into that later.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was some good stuff there.
Yeah,
it was Doom Patrol. I'm like, what is happening with this stuff?
What's good today? I do want to talk about that. But what's in the whole Beast Boy and the whole Doom Patrol Go stuff? That was
great. I want a show of that. Genius. I want a show now.
Yeah, but
even if it's a short like they did with DC Nation, I would want that.
But I couldn't it was so funny, very meta, and very, very dark, but also very, very, very meta and funny.
I was so confused going in that episode. I'm like, what the hell did the show break? Did I click on another TV show? I'm like, what is this meta, like Doom Patrol Go? I'm like, it was funny, and I'm glad it switched voice actors to Greg Sipes. I thought that was pretty funny, but I was just so confused by the whole thing.
Yeah, I loved it. That was funny. Yeah, I can see that being a kid with Torch and Dick, but those two so good. That was great. I would pay to see more of that because it's so funny and it made fun seeing that go. It's animation, but they actually done that better. It was great. Like you can tell when Beast Boy was hurting. Like he lost his family twice. He lost his mom. Which, speaking of, I said, what's it the Beast Boy and his mental trauma? Because Jesus, his trauma got dark. I mean, the whole virtual reality stuff. I did not see them coming. Like, Holy shit! What people do in trauma is very, very interesting.
I like how he fought Granny Goodness in his
Yeah.
gorilla form. Like we never see like Beast Boy fight. Like
Yeah, like
There's
that's
this edge.
you see people kick out the Granny's ass.
yeah,
And when you funny, I say actually in the scene was actually pretty cool. Like I love Beast Boy in the scene with awesome badass. I was waking up nowhere, but I think the white knew it was more of a Superman moment type thing. Yeah, I'm actually happy about that. I didn't go with the Arvis and Will. Again, Red Arrow.
that's where I'm hoping to come back next season. Like one of the Red Arrows or Arsenal make a comeback.
Well, my next season they're opening a different DC series about the Amazon and Team 3. I just see that being the case, but then with the multiverse shot, maybe we'll get a multiverse someday.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I was kind of hoping for that. Yeah, so that stuff. Oh, no, what was one thing you would have liked to have seen this season? Because for me, I wanted to see more of the Bat family. Like Tim, Stephanie, and like Cassandra pretty much had like. I don't think Cass even said one word this entire season.
Well, Kai actually orphaned in the season, so maybe early in her career.
Maybe it'd be cool to make a spin-off of a Batman Incorporated.
That's what I want to see. I'm like, okay,
that'd be more. They can bring in Duke Thompson. They can bring in Night Runner, which I wouldn't mind seeing like an animated version of him from the original Batman Incorporated.
They're on Blu-ray already, so maybe they'll bring out the Batman next season.
We have yet to see the whole Bat family like in an episode or like a movie together. It's like we're always missing just a few.
There's a Batwoman.
Yeah, they show Batwoman, but I'm like, I want I want them all. So.
Same.
So.
I probably like we'll see more Superman family.
From the looks of it, though, it's kind of showing hands. Like we saw the Bat family, so maybe the Bat family will get involved next season. And the Legion of Superheroes will get more of the Superman family because remember, Legion of Superheroes are fanboys of Superman.
Yep.
Right.
And this is a Superman. Even though I may not like Bendis running, I'll give Bendis this. I'm glad they're all back. You know,
I'm glad they're back. I just don't want to wait till November to read it.
Yeah, I can understand that. But well, I may not like Bendis running Superman. I'll give them that. I'm glad they're all back because they're kind of giving their clock. It seems like they tried to recruit John. Even though I may not like the idea, I'm so angry about the idea. But you know what? That's not what happened today. I am happy to see what Art are going to come back. And
I wanted more Jason Todd, to be honest. And I was hoping the finale. I was hoping like a finale, he will go and attack Dick or something. Like I want to know what they're programming him. Like he has amnesia, just like in Red Hood Lost Days.
Yep.
You know, I was wondering how he died.
Again, I don't speak or don't say much depending on the time in the comics.
The voice actor probably didn't have enough time. He probably had a really complicated schedule.
Yeah.
That's why too we didn't have enough Nightwing scenes. Their schedules.
Yeah.
Doesn't he voice act for Kingdom Hearts?
I think so. I think he voiced Sora or we do. I'm not sure.
He voices Roxas.
Yeah, Roxas. So, but this season took like 5 years to make, so it'll probably take a long time to make this show.
I wish they were already working on season 4 and had it like already like animating.
They probably have like the storyboards ready and all that. And started. We'll find out when they start filming it when the voice actors say something. We won't hear it from DCU or. We'll hear from the voice actors.
I'm so happy season 4 is happening though.
Yeah, I'm so happy season 4 because I was so scared of this last season. I'm so happy season 4. We open the door, sorry, but
also more Green Lanterns.
Yes, definitely more Green Lantern.
I want Bill Lamar to voice John Stewart again.
Yep. The only Green Lantern out there now is Jessica Cruz and Simon Bass.
That'd be cool. That'd be actually really cool. They do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm surprised we didn't see Starfire or Raven this season.
I'm actually surprised about that too because
that would be actually pretty interesting to see.
I kind of want to see like Raven.
Show us the Teen Titans exist at least. Come on, or something.
Right. I kind of want to see Raven join the next generation of heroes because I feel like they kind of need somebody more than just like John and Damian on that team.
I want John Dawson to make it
next season or maybe bring Kyle Rayner. Heck, so we have Hal join the scene. Maybe we could do like this panel with Simon Jackson Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be all for it because Jackson Cruz said on she appeared in Jessica with Fatal 5. That was an awesome anime movie.
You should bring in John Constantine.
Oh yeah,
I would
definitely.
be all for that.
Let's see who else could they bring in. We definitely want to see Red Hood because that was my biggest irritating thing. I think maybe this whole season was like they showed that episode. I was waiting for him to show up like again, and he just never did.
Oh, bring in Swamp Thing for season 4.
Something to do with nature being corrupted?
Yep.
Yeah, bring in Swamp Thing. That'd be pretty sweet.
We did get to Dr. Fate. Oh, speaking of Dr. Fate, I completely forgot. Didn't remind me. We did get to the origin of Naboo. Okay, Dr. Fate. Okay, he's one Banner having children.
Yeah.
Which, holy shit, that's a very open to many possibilities.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. I was kind of hoping Wally would just finally come back out of the Speed Force, but I guess they're saving that for next season. I was kind of hoping if he came back, like maybe they're saving that for when they get the next gen of heroes, because perhaps Wally lived like a life inside the Speed Force, and maybe he ended up with like a Linda Park or something, and then he ended up having his like twins like Jai and Iray, and they come in time with the new heroes and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
I expected like a camp, like an after credit, with either Red Hood or Wally, something.
That may be a boy boxing adventures too. I think he does. Huh, I know what that's. Interesting.
Yeah.
So we took the time, we knew it. I'll tell you that. Yeah, they did take the time. Well, remember, they wanted to show the same time Titans.
Yeah.
Both Titan, Doom Patrol, and then Justice were the 3 of the flagship shows.
Right, and like Young Justice is the reason people got the network.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like that's the reason the fans got the network. I mean, they're gonna tune in specifically for that, but they're like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't renew this." Like, what are you talking about? That's the reason fans got your network.
Yeah, like people love like the Young Justice. People begged them for years. It took like 5 years to bring the show back to life, or 6 years. Let's face it. People love this universe, like me. They don't even do we have right now after that anime, besides New 50 anime movies. Speaking of New 50 anime, we had Hush that came out this year, and Hush.
I don't want to talk about Hush. Shush.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
See, I was disappointed.
Disappointed.
See, I'm fine. Like Hush, I feel like only really works if you're like in that. It needs that specific comic book universe to work. Because if you're kind of just adapting it, like it's just like, well, there's good and bad to adapting it to this universe. Like if you're going to use this universe that they had it in the New 50 or the DC AMU, because it's not really, I don't really call it the New 52 anymore. They've kind of changed that to where it's like kind of a hybrid.
Yeah.
If you're going to adapt it to this universe, then freaking utilize what you have in this universe already. Like
they could have easily introduced Jason Todd in that too, like a cameo, like they did in Bad Blood with Batgirl. Like, wait, they didn't even explain at all in Hush what happened to Batgirl. Where was she this entire time?
Yeah.
She involved with the Bat family.
Yeah, there's some things I was like the best part of the Hush movie, in all honesty, was the Damien cameo because I thought it was funny.
Funny.
Where is Damien? Is he with the Titans? Like, why is
that's my best guess.
He's with the Titans.
Yeah,
I love that scene. There's like, you have a way to weird taste for women.
Yep,
that's including my mother. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
cover your drink. I was like, oh, so Batman did get raped in this one. Did not back down on that.
That kind of irritates me. Like, I think even they admit it was a mistake. They retcon that like out of existence. I know that because it's just like, imagine they did that with Catwoman. Like the outrage that would happen with it. Like I don't see. Like I'm like so Bruce Wayne. Just for the hell of it, is like he slept with somebody. Like big deal. I don't get why it's like has to be a reason where he's like, oh, he always has to be prepared for it. It just shows like he's human too.
Yeah.
He just got intimate one night. I don't see what the big deal is. Why does he have to get drugged or anything like that? Never was the case beforehand.
Well, you can
it was the error of that because remember Dick Grayson had that happen to him too.
By,
they're trying to do the whole before the Me Too movement started. The New 52 kind of erased that, which
was a smart move.
I'm glad, but I only mentioned it when people say, "Oh, prep time." I use it as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Humor. I'm like, Like, oh, name something Bruce can't handle. An alcoholic drink with drugs in it, or Robin not listening.
Yep.
Parents.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like we were saying, that the Hush movie, I'm like, if we're gonna use it, like utilize Damien more, utilize Barbara Gordon more. Like they were kind of just like afterthoughts to me.
Did Tim Drake have a big role in that comic?
No, Tim Drake only is in like 5 pages of Hush. Like people act like he had like the biggest role possible. I just looked at him like he's only in like 5 pages of this book. He shows up like when Catwoman shows up in the Batcave, and I guess he was a hostage, I think, and that's about it. I mean, you really could have just filtered in any Robin at that point, but I mean, you didn't necessarily have to have him in there. If you're utilizing this universe, I figured they would have used Damien for it, but like he just kind of had his one little remark, savage remark, and that was it.
Yep.
But yeah, and also too, a thing that irritated me about the DC, like they had that at the end of like Judas Contract, they teased Jericho, and they've never done anything with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd rather just have a 13 Titans movie.
Yep. Speaking of DC AMU, we had to come with good fun piece ago. Bad Boy seems to teach Batgirl by the next Batman after that was Killing Joke. So the WMA didn't look at Killing Joke was standalone and not in the anime film universe.
It wouldn't make sense if it was in the animated universe anyway, because she's not crippled in the Hush movie. She's on her legs, and let's do the whole lazy riding. Let's put a chip in her and not make any sense about it.
Yeah, that still made no sense to me.
No. What I liked about the New 52, though, of Batgirl is Gail Simone was writing her, and she knows more than this Rebirth run.
Yeah.
Batgirl would
after she got the book with this shit. Because we had the Burnside one was garbage. Then we had the new writer at the Burnside.
Yeah. See, I read all of the Rebirth stuff. Like, I haven't read the last couple issues. I think it got like when the new team took over, it was like issue 25 or something. Like, there was some good stuff going on for a little bit.
I did like the Summer Life story. You know how they show flashback how they were with their Robin and Batgirl.
No, that stuff was good. That stuff
that was
good.
That was good stuff. But after that, I was like, I'm not gonna read this anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did. I know it's a good play. I know just show Oracle. They brought that back.
Mm-hmm.
That made me happy. But after Birds of Prey got ended and Echo went to hell.
Birds of Prey, the Rebirth stuff was bad. Like I got it all because I want to read all the Bat Family titles, but man, it was just it was bad.
That's sad. I thought it was pretty good with the Rebirth title. It was good. Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Why did Birds of Prey keep failing? I don't get it.
Because they don't have Gail Simone to write it.
That's true. Yep. Trying to great injured him, and then I guess why just forgot about it and treated it like he didn't have it as
Yeah, it's called Recons.
Yep, Black Guns. Yeah. Wait, I seen that when he killed Betty Blockbuster. That went trying to live them.
Yeah, well, after with Transfer Raven, he was actually vulnerable. He didn't want to fight. He was getting beat up by the mobsters. I couldn't read anything after that because I can't stand David Grayson.
Yeah. What's wrong with the new do with the email resell to the Raven Dick Mary ever know I have it? Well, that's one deal, but it also was a lot of other stuff that I think was good.
Yeah.
Like it was and it was a horrible idea. I'm sorry that came back. I didn't believe it.
He didn't erase everything though. He still remembers being Batman.
That's true, but it was Tim Drake's history.
It's just DC didn't know how to have teams, to tell them what you're writing and what's going to happen next. They just did their own thing without studying the other thing.
Yeah, they put a dartboard and said, let's see what sticks, and it was gonna be a mess. But you know what? We'll way off track. Like back to the end, we're going to harder.
Hey, when we get talking, we get talking, right?
Yeah.
That's what it usually is.
Yeah, I've been doing my streams. There we go. Speak out there, young Justin. Let's get the whole with our super kids. And another kid came out, Ocean Master.
Oh yeah, Ocean Master. Didn't he?
Oh yeah, trying to assassinate them.
Yes, I said all the kids. John said something. All the super kids, even the parents. Like that freaked me out again. Holy shit! Like, we're about to check out all the parents, all the kids. But if that plan succeed, that would have been insane. We were going to justice trouble, right, totally.
Yeah, actually would have been interesting. But I guess since they already killed enough kids, with the metahumans, they don't want to do anymore.
Yeah, they killed
Cause
a lot of
some
people.
outrage.
Yeah, and I've heard Jessica Lee actually would go nuclear.
Yeah, because I heard some people I talked to who actually canceled their subscription now because they didn't like where it was heading. They didn't like the fact that kids are getting killed. They didn't like the characters are changing. I was like, what are you talking about? The characters are changing. This is how they are.
Yep.
Lightning was
plus,
always a good leader. Black Lightning is like he's really getting popular again.
Yeah, I haven't probably in years. If I took out the phone to go show, if I people out the
And to be honest, though, this Black Lightning in the cartoon is more better than the CW one.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Let's be real, a lot of things are better than the CW ones.
Today is a mess right now. It's a complete mess.
I really want the Arrowverse to end at Crisis or on Infinite Earths.
I don't see it happening.
You got teenagers watching these shows.
Yeah.
No, I'm just ready for it to like Arrow. I'm glad it's ending. I was going back and start trying to rewatch all of Arrow beforehand. I'm rewatching season 1. I got I kind of took a break, but I was towards the end of it. I'm like, wow, this show is so much more different.
We know the post and keep the engine stuff and everything into well, we might have to go stuff pre-52. Until you fucked it up. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
It just hates Robbins.
Yeah, and his Wally, its seconds and legacy creators.
I'm pretty sure he got some fan fiction before he became, part of DC.
Yep. That was also in the Time comic. Oh yeah, Ultraman was in the Time comic. I know it that comic.
Well, the only hope for the Rebirth stuff, or whatever you want to call it now, post-Rebirth, is Doomsday Clock, which is still set in the future.
Taking forever.
Supposedly next week we're gonna get issue 11 finally.
And then
I think 12. Watch, we're not gonna get issue 12 till probably next year.
Yeah, to 20.
Because Jeff Johns keeps taking on projects and doesn't know.
Jeff Johns has been kidnapped by the Snyder Cut people. That's my
theory. Oh yeah, those jerks. I be saying today that Snyder Cut. Let it die. The Snyder Cut never gonna happen. Justice League came out. We got the movie we got. It may not happen. Okay, it would be quite.
It's not gonna save Justice League. It's already done. Warner Bros. Won another one. They want to.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say Snyder Cut. I should say the Snyder Cult, because there's within there's a lot of infighting within the people wanting it released. So I'm kind of separating the chill people. The chill people I'm going to call the Snyder Cut people. Like the crazy people I'm going to call the Snyder Cult people. The ones who whine on every single Warner Brothers posts, even when it's like a memorial thing. Though they go after other people constantly on Twitter and they bitch and moan about it every.
And they're harassing the main office.
Yep, they're harassing the main office constantly. Every time Jeff Johns, that's why he left Twitter. I mean, you don't see him tweet anything anymore because every single reply will be the Snyder Cut people. It's like they'll like have his tweets on notifications. So if he tweets, and then they'll just put snake.
What the fuck?
On everything.
That's why I muted the Snyder Cut words on Twitter. I'm tired of seeing it the same thing.
Yeah. I'll probably do the same with it, but I'm tired. I'm done. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of people let it die, let it go. It happened. It's not a the movie. Just let it go. I let it go years ago. Look.
I didn't care about it until I saw Justice League. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Hopefully they don't do another one. And my wish came true.
See, I'm like, if it comes out, I'll watch it. But that's it. I'm like, if it happens, okay, cool. I get to see a different version of the movie because I know they're supposed to be vastly very different. But if it doesn't come out, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And you know what? Maybe it'll come out in 30 years, like the Richard Donner cut. I don't know.
Now, the whole Batwoman thing, I can answer how it's going to succeed. It's going to target the audience that supports the whole strong woman movement.
Yeah.
I think I tell somebody, Supergirl is not for everybody. It's a girl show.
Yep.
If you compare it to any other girl show that some men like Buffy and Charmed and all that.
Charmed.
It's targeted a different audience.
Oh, Supergirl? Oh, God. I've tried so hard to watch. I struggled through 3 seasons of that show just to keep
I like it. I just didn't like the last season. The last season tried
so political. I mean,
I get it.
I was in
we had before always political, but this one's like, okay, we already explored this. Why are you doing it again?
Yeah, we had Men in Black. They wasted with that.
So, You gotta admit though, Manchester Black was pretty cool.
Man was cool, but the way they killed him off, it's so disappointing. I know they did not kill him off, but come on, I want them one to elite, not.
Yeah, one of my issues with Supergirl is it's like it stopped trying to tell a good story and just kind of it was more message than story.
Yeah.
It was just like it got to the point where we're just like, shut up. I'm like, if I wanted to like hear this political message, I could just go turn on the news.
It wasn't until Lex Luthor got involved that I got fully invested in. When Lex Luthor got involved, it was awesome. When John Clark did Lex Luthor, he was amazing. Like he was better. He was awesome.
Who?
Lex Luthor. From season 4.
In season 4, I kind of Lex Luthor. You said?
Yep.
Oh, he was great. He was great.
Like I said, I got burnt out. Like after the what was it? Elseworlds was what was the last?
Elseworlds was amazing.
Yeah, it was right after that. Like I stopped watching. I kind of just got burnt out in the shows. I'm just like, I just can't watch this anymore. I can't keep up with it. And granted, I was super busy like after that time because I had 5 classes and I was working full time. So it just burnt me out and just like I can't keep up with the CW right now. I'm just done. I don't want to watch anymore.
Yep. Once you enjoy it having Jeff John and took on the school out and when we but once you enjoy having and how good might be going through, so I back off. Oh yeah, about that.
Yeah, Dan Barrow and
pissed
Jeff
off about
Johns
that
won't
too.
see eye to eye. He's the one that actually begged him for Nightwing to get back his classic costume
Yeah,
in
because
the 90s.
yeah, let's face it, and you don't have to wait and jump up about this.
I wish Jeff Johns would have stayed away from the movies and just stuck with the comics right now.
Oh,
They
speaking
were,
of Shazam, I do want to talk about this. Shazam got delayed indefinitely. I am pissed about that. Why keep doing this book? I mean, what the? A minute.
I'm telling you, Jeff Johns has been kidnapped.
He's just taking on too many projects. I mean, he worked on 3 Jokers too, which I'm waiting for a release date for that.
Yeah, I
We
don't
had
know.
great
Like, this,
movies this year. We had great books that came out this year. Why are you doing this book? I don't get the logic.
like, why is he taking on? You're right. He has taken on so many freaking projects anymore, and it's just like, just stop, dude. Like, you have your shows to like do. You got like these books to write. Like, does he like actually write the scripts fully all the way through, and then like just the artist is taking so long, or is he just like have like hour-long chats like every night trying to make sure every little detail and frame is there? I don't know. It just seems like it's just taking so long. And
I'm
and he was
surprised
doing the
why
Green Lantern movie,
nobody.
too.
I'm surprised nobody asks him a question at Comic-Con. Why are you taking so long with these projects?
Yeah.
I feel about that myself.
They just want to ask them questions that don't matter.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm just wondering. I'm like, is he okay? It just seems like I know that I joke about it. He's probably fine. He's probably just really busy. But it almost seems like he has been kidnapped by someone, and he's just kind of like only allowed to write something every like 6 months or something.
It's like the New 52 all over again. The New 52.
I know he got burned out for being president.
That's true.
Yeah, he should have just.
Jeff may be doing it because he's upset about what he said with Rebirth.
Oh, I'm sure he's pissed. I mean, Doomsday Clock is still canon. I mean, but Didio and all that just kind of really screwed things up. They gave too much power to Tom King. They gave too much power to Brian Michael Bendis. And it just really fucked things over. Like, look at the Super Sons. Like, why did they do that with John Kent? Nobody's and it's done. Even Didio confirmed on Instagram.
He's doing other things like Teen Titans. He's doing the Doomsday, the Doom Patrol series.
Doom Patrol also.
He's writing the 3 Jokers.
He's writing the Green Lantern movie, from what I heard, allegedly.
That's not
I
confirmed.
think it'll come out at this point. If it does come out, it'll go eventually.
Yeah.
Like the Flash movie. That'll eventually happen. I mean, the Flash movie finally has a director that'll stick around.
Who knows? That not gonna last.
No, this one will last.
This guy's dedicated. Trust me. He's dedicated to those It movies. I'm sure he's dedicated to the Flash.
Oh yeah,
He knows. Like, you know what? These other guys screwed up. There's probably some major money in this. I'm sticking around.
Oh no, I'm kind of confused because he was signed on for Attack on Titan. Maybe they're working on the script for that.
No, after the last Attack on Titan live action movie, I am done. With live action anime.
Hollywood would actually do better than the Japan one.
I haven't seen the Japan one.
I saw the first one. Part 1. It sucked. Don't watch it.
I'll probably watch. I haven't watched all season 1. I started watching season 1 and then I got sidetracked and I have to go back.
I love how anime fans are like, oh, Japan should do it. Yeah, look at Attack on Titan.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
Big example of a fucking.
I think I think you do a good job. I mean, look what you did with it, Chapter 1. I'm excited to see Chapter 2 on Thursday, but I mean, he did a phenomenal job with that first part. I have faith he's going to do well with the Flash. He'll probably get Bill Skarsgård to be Reverse Flash or
I
something.
think
That'd be
we could
interesting.
vote for I could Eva on.
I want him to be Joker.
Oh yeah, with the Pattinson Joker and all
Well,
that.
well,
Yeah,
why
would
would
be actually good.
with that outward story?
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I heard they had like an 8-minute standing ovation, like at the premiere at like the Venice Film Festival, and it's like
I am so happy about that. Because that means DC could do more experimental Elseworld stories.
yeah, I mean, this movie is it's gonna be like kind of a game changer in a way for the tone. I'm like, okay, a hard R-rated like Elseworlds movie, no green screens or anything. I'm like, we need movies like this too. I mean, I'm fine with like a lot of the. I don't want everything to kind of go through like the same filter, like because I feel like I'm really burnt out.
Yeah, and Captain Marvel.
What's that?
I love this movie more than a DC movie because I'm a huge fan of Big Red Cheese.
Yeah, Shazam. That movie was good. I'm just kind of burnt out of the MCU right now, and I don't want everything to just be filtered through the MCU because I'm like, we've had 23 movies. Think about that, 23 movies within 11 years. That's unheard of. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's overdoing it. That's overkill in my opinion. That's just too much and too soon. They don't feel like movies anymore. They feel like it's like a TV show, like on the big screen, like episodes of a TV show. And ironically, they're doing the Disney Plus series. All these different movies. I'm like, I just wish I was kind of hoping Endgame would be the end of that series, in all honesty. But they're going to keep going and milking this thing for however long they can. And I'm just like, I just don't really care anymore. Even the movies after the fact, like, haven't really delivered for me.
Oh, Endgame was amazing. Endgame was awesome.
I'm mixed on Endgame. Like when I love Infinity War, but like trying to rewatch Endgame for me, it just. Even when I rewatched, I'm like, my God, this takes a long time to get going. And even then, like, there's like a lot of plot issues too, with like the time travel and that. Like, it's not really making sense. And the Russo,
like more time travel was always confusing.
Yeah, like, but even then, like certain time travel movies like made sense with their context. Like Back to the Future, like I can understand its time travel rules. Endgame, it's like you go back in the time, you can't change your past. But then why is Captain America in the past of the other timeline? Like it's not making sense. I know the Russos even like came out and were just like, oh, Captain America was Peggy's husband at the funeral. I'm like, then why did he and his niece and all that? It's just weird. Like a lot of it just felt like they're just trying to rush to get to the end kind of for a bit. Like there's some awesome things in Endgame. Like if I'll just watch the last 30 minutes. But even then, like that moment where they all come out of the portals, like that's great. But like kind of like the rest of the action sequence in there is just kind of just not really as exciting as the one in Infinity War where they're all using their different powers and abilities and they're all like fighting on Titan. I thought that was a much cooler sequence. I mean, the moment where they all come out is great. And then Iron Man's final line is pitch perfect. I thought
Iron Man.
I don't know why they didn't find AC/DC for that. That would have been great.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I'm glad they kept that thing more serious. It was a bad moment. It was awesome. Like, holy, he went out with a boss. It was awesome.
Iron Man had the perfect send off in that. Like, that was the pitch perfect send off for Iron Man in that series. Like, that was as good as you could get for me. I'm like, that's the perfect way to do it. So.
Tony Fish said I heard a call with all him, but after all the understand background, she got from the age and send Danny Deal to the DC man then put Wally in the book. That would be support.
Because he would want Wally to. Why doesn't Wally have his kids back?
Yeah. I have no idea, but we'll get the Wally and Young Jesse. We'll go all over the place. Oh, speaking of, I want to get to comment on. And we have a new god. I hope for King and that lady who did that crap, we're going to time and we can keep each other in check. Here's the thing about Ring of Time. Ring of Time and might be not the director's book. I won't blame a script on that one. I never read the book, so I can't do a comparison on that. The movie boy I heard was a meh. By the way, did you see Ring of Time or no?
It was crap.
No, I haven't seen it.
So, I mean, Tom King can write good with the New Gods. He knows his stuff. I mean, look at his Mr. Miracle comic.
Oh, Tom King's Batman movie. Ooh.
Well, no, not Batman. No, the New Gods.
Oh, New Gods? Oh, that movie's going to suck. I have no faith in that movie.
You go right into as it was that. Well,
Yeah, Ava DuVernay and Tom King together, that just to me sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. Tom King's Batman run has been, especially after the wedding, like before the wedding was okay, but like afterwards, it's been absolutely awful. I got so tired of seeing every freaking issue just be like the characters reciting poems in some pretentious manner. There's like a whole 7-issue issue of like just random things. There was like the dream where Batman's trapped in dreamland, I'm guessing. It didn't really make much sense at all.
Nightmare arc defeating.
That made no sense.
I think Nightmare arc in their universe that was a lot more interesting.
Yeah, the Nightmare arc was just dumb. I'm like, this is such a waste of time. I know there's a YouTuber like they call it Fortress of Solitude. I watched some of their videos. Like the way he rips into Tom King stuff. Oh, it's hilarious. Like I look forward to every single one he does.
Kate Jordan talking about it is funny.
Oh yeah, he just is like, I'm not gonna give this a rating. So like, when it comes to a Tom King book, I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's see what he has to say. Like he does a great job. So.
What about before when Mr. Ant-Man put your head Ant-Man back in the movie? Despite it wasn't wearing they had no chance to see Ant-Man. Well, to be fair, I didn't know it was the Ant-Man, you know, it was funny.
I don't know why Ant-Man got bashed. I thought Ant-Man was fine. Thor was
I'll get that. Yeah.
I just,
Bobby. Anyways.
Thor was an embarrassment.
Thor was awesome.
No, not in Endgame. I thought it was a complete embarrassment. I'm like, where's the badass hero Thor? Instead, we have this joke. He's made a joke. The Hulk. I didn't like Professor Hulk at all. I'm like, his Hulk. I feel like Hulk post Avengers, or not necessarily Hulk. Hulk after Ragnarok. Well, Hulk after like the scene where he gets his ass kicked by Thanos was pretty bad. Point onward, I felt. But I felt like Bruce Banner in general, like after Avengers Age of Ultron, I really didn't like what they did with Bruce Banner. I think they kind of made a mockery of him. So that's just because at least Hulk and Ragnarok was like, kind of fun, just, still like an ass kicking, character. But it just, Bruce Banner, I just kind of miss what I liked about, I kind of miss Edward Norton at that point. Or even Ruffalo in the first.
I'm fine after with Mark Ruffalo and Hulk. I think he's also the Hulk.
Yeah, he was great. Mark Ruffalo's at his best in the first Avengers movie. That was his best performance as Bruce Banner. At least that's what I felt like.
I mean, you're going to the more internet channel, not to mention people know more about New God or Eternals. So Eternals has an emotion comic. Well, actually, that's not true. Eternals don't have emotion comics. They also have actually their own series from, I forgot what it's, but that's pretty good. But Eternal after the property, I'm at the intrigued. I don't know anything about the Eternals. In fact, full disclosure, I don't know anything about the Eternals at all. I don't know about their history. So
that's the good thing about the Eternals, though. Nobody knows about them. It's a perfect time to bring them.
Yeah.
I even try reading the comics, and they're freaking boring.
No, I agree with that.
Oh, I don't know anything about the Eternals.
No.
So, I mean, I'm not even excited. I'm not excited. The only things I'm excited for Phase 4, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, because that title alone just sounds like a theme park ride. I guess Blade, but from what I heard, Disney Plus is going to have R-rated
content.
So I'm like, Blade is going to be PG-13, so it's already going to be...
Why?
We don't know what Blade's going to be on, though. They haven't confirmed anything of Blade yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm like, if Blade isn't R-rated, there's no point for me. Like,
actually, it could work out, to be honest.
I don't want a PG-13 Blade. I want R-rated.
I don't either, but the thing is, it'll work out. I mean, look at Venom. I know a lot of people hate Venom. It worked out as a PG-13 when, you could see how it's R.
Well, I can see Venom more PG-13 because he still interacts with Spider-Man and stuff. But Blade, it's like he's cutting people's heads off. I already have 2 awesome Blade movies. I own Blade Trinity, but I've never watched it because I don't want to ruin
it. It's not even worth it.
It's not worth it.
I can't bring myself to watch it, even though I've seen so many terrible movies. Because I'm just like, I love Blade 1 and 2 so much. I think they're amazing. I'm like, I can't get myself to watch Trinity because I don't want to just taint the Blade movies for me.
They tell me Dracula and then messed Dracula up.
Even though the series sucked too, the little miniseries they had.
So NTV, wait, was it NTV or what?
Spike TV.
Spike TV.
Oh my God, Spike TV! I haven't said that name out loud in so many years. Spike TV used to be awesome. They used to have was it MXC? You ever watch that show?
No.
Oh, MXC was great. It was they took like this Japanese like game show and like they kind of like dubbed over it and edited and like
Oh, that I used to watch that every morning before I went to school.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, we got one topic, and then let's see what from your judge you all the topics.
oh yeah, Young Justice. That's what this
Yep.
stream's about.
Yep.
See, but it's fun, kind of just talking. Just
That's
talking.
true. All people create a situation gender spot they don't care and no one knows or cares about them, no offense to them. Nope. Mother in the play will be a black mother in MCU. I don't think they're gonna do that.
It'll work out because they haven't even done a proper origin story of Blade at all, especially when he was originally from England.
That's true. And then they got connected to Megan and the Wood Instead movies.
Yeah, so it's like I'm waiting to see what happens before judging it.
Yeah,
they have a good actor.
yeah.
and
Mahershala is a good actor, so
Yeah, I'm sure they won't let him down.
Episode non-canon. Which means Daredevil non-canon anymore. Which sucked. I love Daredevil.
oh yeah, Daredevil was really good.
All
Why-
two seasons are all great.
But don't worry, Netflix. We'll bring you 13 Reasons Why season 3. I never watched the show, but I've heard it's really bad. So
I heard the first thing I heard was good. Then 2 and 3 were mixed.
And to me, that show just brought out the people that ignored suicidal people. They
Yeah.
sounding care now. I'm like, oh, where were you when this happened? Oh yeah, you didn't care. You were making fun of people killing themselves.
Yeah. It's a very dark topic, a very dark subject. You do it with something else, how we better. There we go. Speaking of DC or Marvel, since we're going on to the topic, what's the MCU now doing? We got. I do talk more scene 3, but I'll do my video scene, but whatever. I do talk about the topic. What about Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, and She-Hulk appearing at the end of the MCU and Disney Plus shows?
I love the controversy of She-Hulk right now. It's flooding on my Twitter, like, oh, cool, She-Hulk, cool. Oh, here we go. The people that don't read comics think it's a gender swap. Oh, this is fun. I have to tell them, you guys know she came out in the 80s, right? And she was in a cartoon in the 90s.
Yep, the 90s Hulk anime
But
series.
no, you just don't want to touch a book because you think it's lame. But yeah, you praise the MCU movies. All right, good, gotcha.
Yeah, that made me laugh because
If they don't cast Keanu Reeves for Moon Knight, they better cast somebody really good that can do the personality changes.
Yeah, because Moon Knight is very complex character.
And Miss
Well-
Marvel, that's gonna get a lot of hate because
Yeah.
of who she is.
I heard it was some of the showrunner for that show said some really nasty things.
I
So,
don't think
it's under controversy.
I don't have hosts and think I president who had Bob going executive producer of the show.
Oh, see, ironically, they bring as soon as I said.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I tried to avoid that kind of movie, but if that is true, then well, shit.
Just ignore it. Don't let somebody's pass or whatever bullshit they say. That's what happened to Captain Marvel. I ignored her comments because I'm not a fragile guy
Yeah, I agree
who's
with that.
scared. I just watched it like, okay, this is an okay movie. It's just filler to me.
Ugh,
It's a filler
that movie
episode of
was-
the MCU.
Yeah,
I ranked it at the bottom of the MCU for me. Just rewatch. I sat in the theater. I was so bored out of my mind. I'm like, she has no arc in this movie whatsoever. Like, what was the why shove this
Wait.
movie in?
They think she's a trans person? No, that's so stupid.
That's funny. Like, you got an idiot.
No.
Well, like,
Oh no!
no more.
You know what? They might as well at this point. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, the Professor Hulk was, pretty pathetic anyway. Just do something with him. Fine, make
I
him.
don't
cheap.
know how they're gonna do that. I don't know if they're gonna make him back to human, to regular, or keep him as Hulk. Because I don't know. I don't know what creative thing they're gonna do with She-Hulk this time.
Yeah,
My
Future origin.
they'll probably do an origin story. They're going to have it get shot, made up when Bruce Banner, Professor Hulk, to give a blood transfusion, and made it over She-Hulk. That's my best yet. Or if they want to go crazy, and this is the thing I don't do that, and much I
Or have
don't.
Bruce's blood stored somewhere. They always had it stored somewhere.
Yeah, they could do that. Or another thing to do. Another thing to do. I know different open monument and mental open monument. Well, that's a scratch. What am I saying? Open monument I did right, but there's some kind of open monument that did the point. Open She-Hulk. God, they're not so disappointing with open She-Hulk. Maybe they'll probably do something with that. Jennifer Walter as a scientist, look at the Shield, and then do that idea, but do it better.
Who knows what they're gonna do? Anything could happen.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about She-Hulk. Like I said, I know more about DC characters than like most Marvel characters.
Yeah.
But like even I knew She-Hulk was like has been around since like the
Yeah.
1980s or something like that.
And, like these people are more
They just, they can't just, Google it. First appearance of She-Hulk. There you go. There's a year. There's a number. Who she
Right.
is.
But Shield is a warrior, so maybe they do the warrior stuff like how Daredevil did.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like. Hopefully, hopefully it's good. Even I just don't even care anymore. Like I said, I'm burnt out from the MCU. They need like a 5 or 6 year break for me. I'm like, we had 23 movies in 11 years. Think about that. 23. How many Bond movies have there been? They're about to make Bond 25, but that's over 50 years. Godzilla, you have 35 movies, but like I said, that's since 1954. This is in 11 years, and it's going to have like 2 or 3 more. It's too much. This is just it's just too much. Does anybody in agreement? Do you think it's just too much in terms of this anymore? Do you think they need to take a break?
Shield she keeps on telling at Shield, but I think that it's always been green. She also used to break the fourth wall. Oh yeah, she did use to break the fourth wall. Carry Deadpool. I completely forgot about that. Think remind me, Peter. Like Shield used the wall before Deadpool. Huh. So maybe I'll probably do something like that. Carry Deadpool did. When any opinion? No.
Hello?
Man?
I think you walked away for a second.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably get back on track. Anyways.
Yeah, Young Justice stuff. Like I said, when we get talking, we
Yeah. We gotta go off topic. It's in the Young Justice podcast, turn all media podcast.
Okay. What other things can we talk about? Season 3 of Young Justice. We
we were talking about Ocean Master and his death.
Oh yeah, Ocean Master died. I forgot about that. Like I said, it's been a while since I watched the season.
Yep.
All of it.
His head got chopped off, literally, by Shiva.
Now, do you think they're going to do another time jump for season 4 like they've been doing?
I can see that being the case because maybe they will do another time jump because we're thinking about doing with the superheroes. Maybe they'll probably do another, not 5 year time, and do another 2 year time jump.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I just wish like the young baby characters like John and that were just a little bit older, maybe like 4 or 5. I think that would have been.
What if they do a possible future kind of thing?
Because
Because of Legion. Legion. What if they show like Damian and John like these legendary new heroes? They wanted to. They could do like a Batman Beyond kind of sequence. John's new Superman.
Awesome to see John Damian in the future got Batman Beyond.
Just don't make Damian a villain. That goes against all character development.
He was a great villain in the Batman Beyond comic.
Yeah,
I still like when reading. Like, I mean, they still kind of made him like a bit of a hero towards the end, but I think that goes completely against all of his character development. To me, it's like he's supposed to start out like in a bad place, kind of raised by the League of Assassins, and evolve into a hero. I think just making him a villain just makes all of that seem meaningless. I think it's just bad. I think it just completely, it goes against like what DC is supposed to be, open optimism. Yeah. So like to me, it just goes to show it's just like, because we can't really just actually have these characters evolve and show true hope and optimism. That's one of the things I love about Deceased, like that Tom Taylor's writing. Like they actually made him stay a hero and not like a villain.
Dog. I mean, holy shit!
I'm like thinking right now, like for Batman Beyond kind of thing, they can make it to where he's Nightwing.
I can see him being the case.
And John being Superman or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because their future can be different.
Well, season 1, season 2. Oh yeah, they could do that well. But good.
I was hoping that, like I said, I wanted them to be a little bit older. So, like, even if they did like a 5-year time jump, we could have gotten maybe like Dick Grayson as the next Batman. They could have had like Damian as Robin in there.
Oh, speaking of the character that you want to see scene for, the Marvel family.
The Captain Marvel family? Or like the Shazam? We gotta specify because I know we keep saving Marvel and DC. So.
Yep. Hang on. Ta-da! Captain Marvel.
Which Captain Marvel? Shazam Captain Marvel?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Like Mary Marvel, Captain Marvel Jr., and Barry White. Oh, fun fact: the Captain Marvel Jr. Albert Predator, he had to be at his costume and he built his personality at the Captain Marvel Jr.
Okay.
The king of rock and roll.
Hmm.
What? Oh wait, hang on. That's fair. Yeah, now Chrissy.
Oh, the cape.
But and back in reality, fun fact. Edward Predator, the king of rock and roll, actually built his costume after Captain Marvel Jr. His favorite character. So yeah, a little history lesson. Elvis Presley, King of Rock and Roll, Robert D. Captain Marvel. OG Captain Marvel. And that is awesome. That was the King of Rock and Roll I do love about the DC Comics, or Fox Comics back in the day. I would pay so much to the Marvel Band in the next season.
Mm-hmm.
Now Tanjiro is a player that a lot they can do season 4. Yes, they can. Tanjiro Tanjiro has been established since season 2 import from back in time. So Tanjiro has been established. So just go and do something good.
Is there any consequence of Bart traveling back in time?
I think there was consequence when Bart saved out his friend, but it didn't change the entire future. It only changed one with Nitro. Or the Nitro or Neutron, I forget.
Because I don't want them doing the whole nothing affects the timeline. You time travel.
Well, actually, I think they did change the future because I think Bart Allen after the leech got the feed made the timeline change. Because remember, in season 2, the leech actually took control of Blue Beetle and get Jaime Lynch, and Bart Allen went back in time to stop that. What did we see for what we call? I'm getting the region. I can see that being the case.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
Or Darkseid War.
Darkseid War will be pretty awesome because imagine I may know like the individual trajectory.
Yeah, I just want to see Grail coming into play. His daughter. That'd be cool.
That would be good to Grail. Oh yeah, did you more anything on Grail appearance in season 4?
What was that?
Anything on Grail appearance in season 4, like the Darkseid daughter?
Oh, Grail?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, no real opinions. I want to see Darkseid actually talk. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, we did see him talk in episode 8.
Did he? I didn't
episode 7. My bad.
I don't think I heard him say like one word. I could be mistaken, but like if you're gonna have him talk, just bring Michael Ironside back because he is the definitive voice of Darkseid. Like if they're doing the New Gods movie, just have Michael Ironside do the motion capture because Michael Ironside is awesome. He's still doing something. Like he would just knock it out of the park still. I mean, I just think that would be pretty cool. But they probably won't do that. They'll probably cast some Joe Schmo as Darkseid in the new movie. I would still hope it would be Michael Ironside, but that's just me. I mean, I'm just kind of biased.
They should just get somebody doing motion capture, like you said, and also have Kevin Grievous voice Darkseid.
Yeah, I've heard Kevin Grievous' voice, but like his voice, Michael Ironside is the definitive voice of Darkseid. He's a much cooler voice than Kevin Grievous. I feel like Grievous' voice is kind of like kind of has like a little bit that. Michael Ironside's voice is just naturally like grizzly. Mm-hmm. He does the voice. Isn't he voice of Sam Fisher too?
Yep, he voiced Sam Fisher. He's Splinter Cell.
He's just the pitch perfect voice of Darkseid, and plus he's just like even like if they do the motion capture, like he'd still knock it out of the park. Like he's great in RoboCop.
Yep.
Or no, he wasn't in RoboCop, was he? No, Total Recall. He's great in
Total Recall. He's in Total Recall.
Sorry, I got my Paul Verhoeven movies mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just naturally like a scary kind of dude, but like he would just boom, like home run right there.
Fairway, yeah, the situation probably would be different.
Yeah, like
in the future. Well, again, time travel is always tricky in any genre. You're talking about it's not exact science.
Yeah, time travel is tricky.
Yeah.
He has been there a long time though. He's kind of just lived out his life. No real consequences there.
I'm trying to cover the LA. Have they started in kind of part is straight. Like only actors in their sort of hand the part maybe I don't think he is gay in this universe. That the case.
There's no hint of what's going on with Bart in this.
Yeah,
We didn't
no.
have enough any screen time with him in it,
Yeah.
doing much. So yeah.
Oh, speaking of things, I remember. What's the other to 115 Cyborg?
I like this Cyborg.
Same. He was awesome.
He was
Holy
pretty. He
shit.
was like, I don't know, when he went into the that zone, with them getting tortured mentally and physically, he freaking hacked
Yep.
Father Box.
Overlord.
Yeah, Overlord. He hacked Overlord. I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was bad. Oh, and then the origin in this universe. Holy shit! That got joy. That got Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah,
that
I liked what they did with Cyborg this
was
season.
torture right there.
Yeah, like this sort of organ, this sort of skeleton. Like, holy shit! Like, they combined Billy Getty 3, right? They combined the accident stuff. They combined the New 52 stuff. But they didn't turn out better than the New 52 stuff I ever did. They actually did the Final Box stuff. But I'm surprised they did that. They got New 52 and but the 52. And sure they got them made it work.
Yeah, they did a good job with them. Like they really nailed Cyborg this season. Like seeing kind of like where he started out, where he went through in his journey. I like what they did with Cyborg. Now I'm wondering, like I think I mentioned earlier, like I wonder if they're going to bring in Starfire in the next season. Raven. I kind of want, like I think I said earlier, I kind of want Raven to be on the next gen.
Yeah.
Just so you can have somebody for that next gen that's kind of recognized.
Magic user too.
Yeah, Magic user. I think
Treaty Bertine.
Yeah, like I said, I think those are who?
Tracy Bertine. She had to win it in the season.
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of already like she was already referenced or whatever in the show. Like, wasn't she? She was in season 2, wasn't she?
No, she's in this season.
She was in this season.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, you got a Magic user. I meant for like the next gen, like with the babies, like John in them.
Yep.
Like for that next gen, they need kind of like because they usually have like one hero that kind of carries over and is pushed down a generation. Like with because they had Zatanna on, Dick's generation. In season 1, she was typically older, and they put her on that team. For the generation after that, they had who was it?
They had Tim, Becco.
Yeah, they kind of had them on like the season 2 teams, and that they had like Batgirl and all that. Something like that. And then this generation, they had somebody else kind of on the team, like Beast Boy. They had on
Beast Boy.
Generation.
Beast Boy and this season was awesome.
They should bring a Starfire and she should talk about the stories of Darkseid that her people knew about it, like he's like Boogeyman or something.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Just bring in Starfire.
And nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about Darkseid in this that much. They said, "Oh, praise Darkseid."
This is New Jersey with the New Gods.
Yeah, but there wasn't enough stuff about it if you think about it.
That's true. The Forger.
Like we saw Dreamer, who, nobody knew about. She came on the Supergirl series. Nobody knew who she was. She was like a forgotten character.
I should have been in but there's no word on it. Wait, what? She was? I didn't know about that. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't consider the series. Huh. I didn't know about that. Interesting. More you know. Yeah, but I'm happy to be on the show. That made me happy. I'm Conker and McGann again married. They made them with Mark Conker, seems that they're all like about me because they got their own kid. Obviously, that didn't happen. Conker mid Martin.
Yeah.
Right, they had their own child. That'd be pretty cool.
I think what they should do is like bring in other teams, like bring in the Teen Titans, like a final battle kind of thing.
Yeah, like bring
the finale.
Yeah, bring Raven, bring Starfire.
Yeah, and the Justice League Dark.
This would be Dark, like bring Spawn, bring Constantine. Like bring Matt Ryan and put Constantine on the show. That'd be awesome.
I don't think anybody else is gonna voice him besides him.
Yeah, like no one could voice Constantine on Matt Ryan. speaking of season 3, at the mommy, let's see, we talked about New God, we talked about the all the Millennium Champion stuff. Oh yeah, we never got the Millennium Champion stuff. Well, I thought going out there was involved with it, but she had to have a scene involved with going nowhere. Wait, what?
Wild Styles voice actress was involved with it, but she has a habit of the stuff she is involved with going nowhere. Wild Style? Elizabeth Banks?
Wait. Are you talking about Tracy Virginia show? I think that's the thing that we're talking about.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I'm like, Wild
Yeah,
Style?
I
I
can
know
read that,
what you're
bro.
talking about.
Yeah, I can read that. So, figure. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. Sorry, anyway, back on track. What the hell?
All right, so where are we at? Things we want to see in like future seasons. I want to see the next gen of heroes. I want to see like all the Bat family members standing together.
Oh, from the Lego movie.
Oh.
That's up. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I want to see the whole Bat fam there at some point. I want to see Damien there. I want to see
John.
John there.
Oh,
All right.
I do want to this one character I do want to see.
All right.
Supergirl in the show at all?
Supergirl.
Yeah, has she been in it?
I don't think she was.
There's like I said, there's so many fucking characters. I can't keep up with them. Because
It would be cool though.
I really love to see Supergirl in scene 4.
It would
Yeah,
be cool
Supergirl.
though that they bring a Kryptonian villain like Hel-El on there to fight Connor.
Oh, you mean Hell?
Yeah, I want them to like show us beyond his limit because they keep like kind of like nerfing him a little bit.
yeah, a bit.
Yeah. Well. If they do bring in this kid, oh wait, you can't see it. Hang on. If they do bring in this character, okay, Hell for New 52, I have some advice on this. For love of God, make this character interesting. New 52 here to complete another nightmare of a character that made no sense. He's like Frankenstein monster. Except stupid.
Yeah.
Like this character would complete a mess by Scott.
It was
McNeil.
overpowered.
Yeah, and overpowered beyond hell. Like he could beat everybody. He's like Ogazar, except Ogazar is stupid. But this guy is even more stupider.
They can make him better though.
Yeah, I agree. Like I hope to make him better because this guy is just a complete mess. Like he could time travel somehow. He could basically like regenerate body. He could make can't muster into skeleton. Like this guy overpowered beyond hell. It is a mess. Supergirl fan love this guy. Like this character it was a nightmare of a character. The light it made no sense. Even if it's a Krypton return made no sense with that character. Or is it you about anything in hell? Is it you born? Like anything on that character?
This character, I don't really know who they are. So
Yeah.
I didn't really read New 52 stuff. So
Yeah.
not everything. So I'm familiar more with some of the Snyder stuff and like the Tomasi run, but I kind of just like. Well, I mean, I just didn't really have wasn't really into reading so many of the comic stuff. Like I kind of like went through phases. Like I was more into like the animation more so.
I agree with that.
The comic. Like I kept with the DC animated stuff. Then you kind of go through phases in that. Like you're into like a series here, you're into a series there. There's a lot of different shows and stuff that I kind of got into over the years. So like I kind of pushed stuff aside because there's only so much I can consume. I mean, there's just so many different shows, so many movies. I can't keep up with it all. So I didn't really understand. I was gonna say I didn't exactly know what a good jumping on point would be for comics. I had no idea. Like nobody was there to kind of teach me like where all this stuff was. So it really is tough. Like how did you exactly like get a jumping on point into comics? Like there had to be some point where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna start here and then just kind of learn.
I got coming in a little beyond the anime series and that they found in college videos like the technical football. I think I'm into comics.
See, I was just comics at 6, but I didn't collect or read them until my early 20s, mid 20s.
Same.
I just started with New 52 with Batman and then Nightwing, and I always liked Nightwing because of the animated series.
Right.
I got over Spider-Man the actual comic series. and from Beyond Beyond and Beyond Beyond.
And so what I did was I look into what story arcs are good, and I collect them. I collect the '90s Nightwing run.
Yep, I got trades.
Yeah, the DC Universe app actually has like every comic like up to a year prior. So I got to start. I really want to kind of start going and learning more about pre-52 stuff because there's some things like I know more about like big storylines, like big like Hush and
Yeah,
It's kind of hard though to get into the old DC stuff, especially from the 30s and 40s.
30 and 40.
I just go back and read from the 80s.
Yeah,
it is tough. It's tough to get into a lot of this stuff because there's really no guiding point. Like there needs to be like a documentary or like a reading guide that shows people like, okay, this is where this era started. Like there's really none of that out there. Like if you just kind of want to learn the history.
Some tried, but mostly do with their fandoms. Like, oh, here's where you can start with Tim Drake. Or here's where you can start with whatever.
Yeah, so it's Connor Kent, so
Yeah.
the Teen Titan Young Justice.
Like with me, I started Connor Kent with the Reign of Superman. So I started collecting that and his comics.
Yep.
Right. It's just, like I said, it is tough to keep up and figure out where things are. Like, if you just want to start learning for like a certain character, it's like, okay, and then I have to read before it to kind of get the build in to this thing. Like, where does this all start? Where do I begin? Like, there's just so much. It's not like TV or movies where it's kind of like a set number of things. It's like easy to follow. Like, okay, say I wanted to get into the MCU. It's like, okay, just have Iron Man and then onward. That's pretty straightforward. Or say I want to get into like a horror movie series. Like, okay, well, a confusing one will be Halloween, for instance. Like, okay, if you want to follow this continuity, it gets confusing there. Like, let's say I want to go back and watch that. It's just kind of simple. You just go through that. Or a TV show. It's like, okay, where do I start here?
It's the thing with Alien.
Yeah, Alien. You know, it's just pretty straightforward. Okay, you watch the first 4 Alien movies. Then you have the AVP films, which are like considered non-canon, I guess. And like with the Alien films, with their canon with some of the Predator stuff. That's where it gets kind of confusing. And it's like, okay, there's not too many to keep up with there. Or a confusing one would be kind of Dragon Ball. It's like, okay, where did because the movies don't like exist in canon with the show.
No, they don't. That's the biggest one I have to explain. Like, no, they're not canon.
Yeah.
Only one is.
I haven't got a comment from Spider-Girl today.
Oh, cool.
Yep. The dog people amazing.
Oh, also, Tavia, I am editing you a new YouTube banner so you can update.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it looked more better since I took a class last semester and I got so much better at it.
Ooh, awesome. Thank you, man. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, back on track. Vic Pizza. So look at that will be cool. Super Cool will be awesome. Maybe some other episode Kid Devil and Cole. Oh yeah, that would be cool to see Kid Devil. I'll be all for that. Wally.
Justice League Dark would be super cool. They're making a sequel to the Justice League Dark movies, like Justice League Dark Apocalypse or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm actually looking forward to that because I like Matt Ryan.
I like Matt Ryan. I was bummed because it's like a sequel to 2017 DC movie. Like, oh, finally we're gonna get our 13 Titans movie, and then it's like, oh no, it's still a Justice League Dark. I'm like, fuck, I didn't like.
That's what I'm waiting for too. Another Teen Titans where Superboy joins in at least.
I wanted that. I really wanted that because I'm like, it seems like they're building to something big, and I think it's that Dark Side War thing. Maybe they'll bring in the Titans because like even when they did Death of Superman, I wanted just a cameo of them in the background. Yeah, but even in like Hush, I'm like, this is the continuity. Like this, I guess Nightwing's just living in Gotham now. Yeah, I guess he's just hitting up Corey. I guess off screen.
Yeah, that's confusing.
It's confusing. I'm like, if you're going to use it, you know, it would be great.
For this continuity.
I think a great idea would for them to do just comic book tie-ins, just to kind of keep up with the lore of what's going on in that shared universe.
They kind of did two comic tie-ins. They did Devil Human tie-in, which was okay, and then they took for a tie-in.
Yeah, they started doing it with Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay, I believe.
Yeah, which I never read that book.
Continuity-wise, some of it doesn't really make sense, but at least it's something.
Right, they did do comic tie. They did the Batman Harley Quinn.
Well, that's not in the DC AMU.
That's the Batman AMU.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Blue Devil showing an episode season 1. Guy mentioned that Devil in the roll call and now says finale. If Blue Devil is active, could we? Yeah, you're over there. Could call up here, can I said it was open to that the series. She'll have it at the introduce her on Young Justice. Oh yeah, we could see her. I agree with that.
Also, I wouldn't mind a Court of Owl, a talent being in Young Justice.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Actually, they did show a call about in this season.
They did? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. During the whole when the team Nightwing team rescue Terra, it showed the mask.
Also, they can bring in Raptor.
Yeah, Raptor would be kind of
that
sweet.
way.
Yeah,
I just read I read like the Rebirth stuff with Raptor. I really liked I was actually really liking reading the Nightwing stuff up until
until he got shot in the head.
Until he got shot in the head.
I'm actually enjoying that because we never see him this way before. Again, I read the 90s run and saw like, hey, you know what? They never did that. I'm actually interested what they're going with this and how he's going to remember. Till I remember reading back where Batgirl visits him to save him from the technovirus. She has a thumb drive of his memories.
So why?
He probably forgot about that. I was the only people he's seen. The only person who hasn't seen him since he's been shot has been Damian.
And
I'm like,
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for them to actually meet up and like.
Yeah, I'm like,
talk to him.
I can't wait for that. I just wait for Tim Drake to figure out why Nightwing shot in the head.
Yeah, like the only one who hasn't like come to see him was Damian. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Damian, it's like there's 3 separate Damians being written at once. And Jason Todd. It's so confusing. Like the Teen Titans Damian is completely. It's like that book like doesn't like completely ignores all the other stuff. Like you read him in Detective Comics, it's like a completely different character.
Yeah.
Compared to where he is in Teen Titans, and then same thing with the Batman.
Oh wait a minute. Well, actually, in Detective Comics, they mentioned his prison.
Yeah, they
because Batman wanted to talk to him about it during the Arkham Knight invasion.
Weird.
Detective is better than the Batman run.
Detective is better than Action Superman and Batman.
Because Tomasi is a competent writer.
Yeah. But Tom King, I respect the guy. I don't hate him out there in the prison movie. I
love Tom King.
Yeah.
I just love how he pisses off fans. I was like, you guys are going out of proportion. You're sending death threats.
That's uncalled for. I'm like, if you just don't like the book, like, there's no reason to personally attack someone. You can call them out for like doing something really bad, like in terms of like the writing.
Yeah,
I don't think this is very good. But like, they're books, okay? It's just fictional characters. Yeah. It's fictional characters. Just no reason to send death threats over there. I'm like, what is wrong with your life if you're doing that?
Yeah, like to go back.
Yeah, I told him it's obvious. Nobody's happy in Gotham, like at all. Like I told my best friend keeps mentioning it. I told her, I read it more than once to see if there's any clues for the future because I noticed Tom King's writing. He does that. He throws in hints he's going to plan. And she says, "I told you, Rand. I told you they're not going to get married. Why did you dig the grave?" Like I don't know because they kind of overhyped it.
Yeah,
led to it.
And even then. Like Batman, Tom King's Batman is pathetic. He's a joke of a Batman. Like he's over there just like abusing his kids, crying over Catwoman like a baby. I'm like, Batman doesn't do this. Like this is it's a joke. It's a fan fiction version of Batman.
Not to mention Bane broke him mentally.
Yeah, Bane broke him mentally. Like Batman's been through so much. It's not gonna break him. He's gonna come back. And then I'm so tired of his interactions with Catwoman where he's just like Cat. And I'm just like, oh God, just
how did you hear Alfred dying?
Oh, Alfred dying. The sad thing is, like, I think Tom King actually, like, I'm like, it's gonna get retconned. But I'm like, the thing with that issue was, I'm like, oh, at least something shocking. It's probably not gonna stick, but I'm like, wow, he's literally gone out and first he shoots Dick Grayson, he has Wally West kill everyone, and now he's having Alfred. I'm like, I feel like he's trolling. He is trolling at this point, hardcore. Like, look what I can do.
One fan did not send that, but he said they were from Korea. Oh, they were Korea people. Everybody said to my phone, did not send that.
Think, wasn't this before Wally West's thing? But that happened at Comic-Con last year.
Yeah, probably happened last year. Maybe they did before the Wally West stuff.
It was before the Wally West stuff.
Oh, yeah, maybe if you had the wedding. If you had the wedding, maybe that happened. Yeah, people saying definitely pissed me off. I'm tired of people doing
it was last year. It was last year during Comic-Con.
Yeah, it was during the wedding.
After the wedding. It wasn't because of Wally, it was the wedding. He had a bodyguard. He had a bodyguard with him all 4 days at Comic-Con.
Yeah. I was listening at Comic-Con where Simony had like this therapy session. It looked like some weird cult session. Did you see that picture? It was like
No, I didn't see that.
No.
Oh, he had. It was so. Let me see if I can find the image because it was just so freaky and weird. It looked like some weird cult, but it just.
No,
It was Tom King. He had like it was like
Oh,
a trauma group or something, and like they had all these. He was like wearing like a white robe, and there's a bunch of people with weird masks on. I'm like, what the?
yeah, yeah. Psychopath Max. No, not the. No, they're not the image. They may have to. Oh, I have to include.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna send it in like the chat right here, so you can just take a look at it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking on Twitter. You guys there? Did you guys catch that Funimation leak?
No.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it's so.
I thought it was funny.
I found it way dark and messed up.
I laughed so hard for a lot of it. Like, oh my god, this is gonna backfire like so bad because a lot of them were acting like all higher than thou. We're just like, oh, we condone all this inappropriate behavior. We like language and all sorts of
They lied.
yeah. A lot of that shit's just like, oh, it's coming back to bite them. But the Funimation like voice clips, I laughed hysterically at it. I mean, it's like some really edgy humor, but like I like edgy humor, but like that shit was funny. Some of it I was just uncomfortable listening to a bit, but I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh, they have the Heroes in Crisis masks on.
Yeah, like
I think he was doing the post-traumatic distress disorder awareness because he has that because of the CIA days.
Yeah.
I don't think fans who like hate him understand like what he went through.
Yeah.
And other writers, like a lot of writers, try to connect. Like the first writer that tried to make people like try to make heroes connect was the Nightwing writer Devin Grayson, who mentioned the rape. They wrote that they were a victim of it. Like this, I don't know how many page story they did with that.
Yep.
And
I
I guess what Tom King is trying to do is connect with characters, which I understand that thing because I'm a writer, and I've seen a lot of writers connect with their characters. Like look at Edgar Allan Poe; he was a nutcase.
Yep.
But I get the hate. I understand the hate. Your favorite characters are getting changed, but to me, that's part of writing. That's part of judging the characters. They're seeing the same thing over and over and over.
You get tired and get repetitive.
Yeah, like me and Tevye, we always have disagreements, but I respect his stuff. I don't go like, "Hey, Tevye, I'm gonna go kill you. I'm gonna go do this crazy stuff because I don't like your way on things." No.
Yeah, but like even I don't go that far. That's way too far even for me. But that's stupid.
Yeah, and like see for me, it's just like, come on, people, just grow the fuck. What is it with people just acting completely crazy and stupid when it comes to stuff? It's like grow the fuck up. It's like even if somebody shares a different like opinion on a movie or show.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's no reason to get angry about it because like I've been in perspectives where I'm like in the minority of like something like not liking something or liking something. There's no reason to get mad over it. It's an opinion on the show. Now, if somebody calls you like, "Oh, you're a fucking moron for liking this," then you can retaliate. But if it's just like if they just don't like something, there's no reason to get upset about it.
I don't feel like talking about the Vic situation because
I
have about it.
That's way too dark. And
let's see, Talent. I have read it. I don't know why they canceled it. I didn't work out, but it would be cool if they bring them back.
Yeah, the entire situation in my opinion is very messed up, and that's the entire another. I could do another video, but I don't talk about that.
He could be guilty or not guilty. I really don't care because Dragon Ball's over.
For me, it's like
Dragon Ball's already over, so
it's gonna be over in the States.
That in a minefield itself, and I'm trying to avoid that stuff like possible because
I'm waiting for all the court stuff to be done to really because I've heard I've seen things where it's like this is bullshit or this is true. Yeah, I don't know enough to comment on it, so I'm just gonna wait for this whole court case stuff to be done. If he's found innocent, then that's it. That's the proof in the pudding. He's innocent. You can't condone him for like something he didn't do if he's been found innocent, I guess. So we'll just have to wait and see because I think the court case starts next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna wait till the legal stuff and because this is that a minefield in itself.
Oh yeah, it is a minefield. So it's crazy stuff. It is pretty much destroyed like the anime community. It's
the anime community to pieces. Like
they're both attacking each other. Cosplayers are getting doxxed. They're targeting their kids. I was like, whoa.
Doxing is the most disgusting thing. I think. I'm like, how the hell could you just like call in like somebody like over like false threats out there or something.
Yeah.
Like that to me is like the most despicable thing. There's people like, the SWATs break into people's houses, and I'm like, why would you even like joke about something like that? That's absolutely horrible. Like anybody caught doing that, for me, life in prison. Like somebody could die over that. Like even like they did nothing. It's despicable.
Yeah, that could have been talked about another day. Like, I don't want to go to that minefield, but anyway,
Yeah.
back on track. We talked about the Young Judge Scene 3. We're way off topic. Anyway, any comments on? Speaking of comments on, has anyone read the Town Soul comment? I hope they bring the Common Road. If they do bring the Common Road, that would be pretty good to see in Young Judge Scene 4.
What's that?
It could be either Kelvin or Lincoln March.
Yeah.
Thomas Wayne Jr.
That would be pretty cool. Like, the Could Common Road by Soul comment done right. I want to live in Banbury Robin, Calvin and Soul comment the town who were trying to take down the clubhouse. That would be pretty cool to see Calvin at town at the Young Judge Scene Board, because we haven't seen Town in years, but where the hell had he been? It seems like he's been dropped.
Talon?
Yeah.
I know William Cobb is back as the Talon.
That's true.
Dick Grayson's great grandfather, I think it is.
Yeah, I think he may come back. America's having a thing. Yeah, what that talking about? I had that minute before.
I'm gonna say this once: who isn't not an awful person in the Hollywood community? Honestly,
Yeah.
I won't be surprised at all anymore.
Yeah, I'm not about that. It's a mess. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid all that kind of stuff because I was Miami, and
I'd rather be part of the controversy in comic books. People reacting of casting or the writing going, new character. That's more fun to talk about than a voice actor.
Yeah, they're not a personal issue, and that stuff is a nightmare. And I'm trying to keep yourself clean part of it, but that kind of stuff. But if I do that kind of stuff, it's a nightmare. The only thing I have with kind of stuff is stuff. I mean, stuff at.
Yeah, I end up like talking about stuff like that. But part of me is just like, it's like I've seen so much like drama over dumb stuff on Twitter that I'm really just kind of just tempted to just let loose, because I like to like make my YouTube page more like for escapism and all that. But there comes a point where I'm just like, part of me just really wants to unload sometimes and just like, because that's how a lot of channels have kind of grown. I've seen over the years of just like people just tell it like it is.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yeah,
Tavian knows.
I'm gonna sub to your channel right now. What is it? Is it Ren Grayson?
I don't do YouTube much, but I do a lot of stuff on Twitter. I also have a Facebook page called Comics Roll All Around Me.
Okay.
There's a picture of Kaneda.
Okay.
I'm taking a shit.
Oh. Yeah, just I guess I'll follow you on Twitter after the stream or something like that, because it's cool to talk. I didn't even like introduce myself. JT is Reborn. Sean, nice to meet you. So.
Brandon Grayson from we were Superior Nerdom. We changed to Maximum Nerdom. Now it's Nerdom Beyond.
Okay, nice to meet you. Good talking.
You too.
Sorry, back to that. Yeah, it's okay, man. It's not your fault, Joe. It's just that's just in minefield.
Get another Young Justice game or tie-in comic book, kind of like. I can see comic book kind of back, but the Young Justice game was not that great.
Yeah, the end of the game was really bad. It's so bad. The one thing that came with the story was good. The game was really not that good. The game was really bad.
I think that was random. They made it like, hey, Young Justice is kind of hyper now. Let's make the game.
Yeah, I think they tried to make the game after Injustice, the whole thing got canceled. Yeah. Oh no! Yeah.
No, we don't get mad on here on people.
No one mad at you. No one mad at you.
People like me. I'm laid back, but once they see me like talk to people about comics, I make them look dumb by not even insulting them. It's insulting themselves, pretty much.
Yeah. Like no one mad at you, Peter. That job with the whole anime is a nightmare, and we'll be all day. We talk about that. But back on track.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. See, this is a fun stream. We just kind of just go off and we have the theme, and then we just kind of go off and talk about stuff. So. And it's a good amount of people too, because I feel like when you get like 4 people, like if 4 or more is really kind of where it just gets a bit.
It's a headache and nobody can talk.
Yeah.
Right. I remember Tevye, there was that one DC comic stream that like you had me on, and it just got like so overcrowded, nobody could get a word in. I think there was like one person like talking, like
Yeah, but you know, it was so fun.
yeah. I mean, they're still fun, but it was just like I like when it's just like 3, max 4 people on a stream. You can't do any more than that.
I can understand that. Well, the probably it's maximum 6 people, so maybe end up a game will be next time. But anyway, back on track. And far as Young Joe, you can say I love the show, and season 3 as I remember is awesome, and I'm very. The Game of Gun fan, to be honest, when they stopped and left the old development part at the cartoon. Yeah, I can see that being the case. Actually,
Yeah. Also, right, the only one that actually gets chills each episode, you hear the intro music.
Yep.
It's like kind of eerie, like makes you excited.
Yeah.
And then the ending's like, oh, it's kind of peaceful. It kind of reminds me like anime, how they have the serious song in the background, and at the end, oh, here's something sad or happy.
Yep.
I hope they change that. I hope they change the next theme.
Yeah, because
Stick to it, but kind of like a remix of it, like like a different take.
Yep, like the first thing we know for season 1 was like hopeful. The second thing had to do with invasion, like
Outsiders, Young Justice, bringing the goddamn Bat Family. Or I just got an idea. It's gonna be Young Justice Legion. That'll be the title.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, either that or a Dark Side War.
Or Dark Side War.
Yeah.
They are doing the Dark Side War next year with the DC AMU movies. So
yeah, true. I'm thinking maybe they should save the Dark Side War for season 5, or they do the first half, like how the first half Legion, and then the second half Young Justice, Dark Side War.
Dark Side War. Yeah, you got
whatever, or save it for season 5.
And then season 5 will be Young Justice Beyond.
That'd be interesting.
Season 6 will end beyond. Season 2 will be awesome.
Bring back Will Friedle for Jamie Guinness.
Bring that man beyond. That'd be awesome.
I honestly think they should reboot the original DC animated universe, because now that they have like new characters that have been brought in, they can actually like push the envelope a little bit more. You can kind of, in all honesty, just do what they did with kind of the 2009 Star Trek movie. I know a lot of people don't always like some of the new Star Trek, but I think that 2009 movie did a really great job continuing the story, like acting as a sequel, but also kind of a relaunch in like the Pitch Perfect way.
So like a New 52 kind of thing, like the
story. Yeah, kind of like that, but like you can now like go through and redo some of the old storylines and like kind of update things, but you can also incorporate some of the new characters that have been added to like the Bat Family and like other DC heroes and stuff, and kind of change it up a bit. So
actually, they actually kind of did that with in Justice League Fatal 5.
Yeah, they did do that kind of.
I didn't really like that one. I feel like I was so confused by what was going on. But the only issue with that is because Batman Beyond exists the way it does, like it's like it doesn't really change much. If you know what I mean, since it's already kind of set in stone, like where the timeline's going to end up. So I would like kind of like restart from the very beginning. And like now you can kind of change the events that maybe Terry McGinnis doesn't end up the same way he does. Maybe you actually kind of like the Batman Beyond comics. Maybe you have Damian become like Batman, or you can have Tim Drake in there. You can have Jason Todd come in now. You can kind of change the whole dynamic of the thing. So like there's a lot of new possibilities you can go with. I feel like if you take kind of like a Flashpoint that universe.
Personally, I actually love this movie. Jessica about an awesome considered Bruce Timm universe, and I was so obviously Jessica Who at the end of it. That made me so because they actually shows something about Jessica Who. They also show in there Kyle Rayner.
Okay.
Like that. Right, that makes sure that Kyle Rayner in that universe. Because Kyle Rayner what is happening in that universe? So it's how Jordan. And I was happy about that movie. That movie was awesome.
I mean, they need more animated shows.
Yeah.
You know, they can't rely on Young Justice being like, oh, this is the only thing we have to, so that we still have an animated kind of universe. They could do spin-offs.
Yeah, I agree with that. Season always just have one word.
Should have a spin-off of Young Justice with the Bat Family.
Yeah.
I really I want to show just the whole Bat Family. I'm like, in all honesty, like the Bat Family is my favorite, without a doubt.
My favorite is Superman Family and Flash
Superman Family is great. Yeah, Super Son spin-off show. Let's get that.
Right. I'll be all for Super Sons.
Young Justice Legion, season 5 being the previous predicted Young Justice Apocalypse. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Seen it being Justice Beyond. Young Justice Beyond.
I love that title, Young Justice Beyond. I think that just rolls off. Young Justice Legion rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, probably mad. Gosh, I saw that I didn't say why we're in the film. I gotta say that for personally, I actually found the movie. I think the movie was awesome because it had lots of bad moments. It just was good, a bad moment in that movie. They made it much better. That's pretty cool.
Be right back, guys.
All right. Like I've seen six for Young Justice being Beyond. I think that would be pretty cool to see Batman Beyond at the in scene 6. Speaking of character, I do want to see for scene 4. Yeah, I do. Mommy, know what to do. Let's get scene 3. Let's get to the whole delight. You know, with Venom Savage and his group.
What about him?
Like what's been on the Wedgwood plan with Matthew?
Oh, the light.
Yeah.
Like I said, I watched the episodes like weekly when they aired, and then I didn't really rewatch them afterwards. So like I kind of, and because of so many different characters in that, maybe if I binge it, I'll kind of remember more of their plan. But I know they're like, oh, our plan changed in that. Like, was anyone confused by how they were handling the anti-life equation?
I wasn't confused. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, okay, there's like the explanation they were giving, like, okay, it has something to do with like Halo and her connection to it. I was just kind of confused by how they were explaining it. I don't know if it was just me, but
Well,
yeah.
a lot of New God stuff does get over your head a lot, but the New God stuff is kind of confusing.
Okay.
Right. But the anti-life equation in itself, it is ambiguous in itself because even Jack Kirby, the creator of the New Gods, it can do whatever it wants because it uses mind control, it breaks people's will, it enslaves people, like the works. I see that they say where Hawker much better and John Stewart but not why I get David. Oh yeah, you're doing with video 5. I can understand that. For me, personally, in my opinion, I'd find it like one a different kind of reason. Why would I think with video and I think with other stuff? Who knows? But that's not talking about today. Like I think anti-life equation involvement in this season. I think that's very interesting the way they had the anti-life equation. It's actually very interesting the way they handle it.
Mhm.
But Grant Gideon was the main bad guy next to Darkseid, and when she tortured Nightwing and Black and Buck Lightning, she did that with Dark. I mean, holy shit! But she really used the Ghost Man to torture them. Oh, speaking of New God here, we got Big Barda.
Oh yeah, Big Barda.
Mm-hmm. And Female Fuse. And that made me so happy. Find it weird that all the heroes were under grand control for about 5 minutes overall, though they were going to control the heroes going then or fight the non-controlled heroes. That would make a ton of sense in a way because Darkseid and Grand want to end the same entire universe. And technically they will succeed if Zona didn't sabotage their plans. Speaking of Venom Savage, what's he have to him killing his own daughter? Is it one? In your opinion?
I'll let him go. Or did he mute himself?
Right? Yeah, he said here we are back.
Okay. What was that question again? I was getting a text message, so. Find it weird that all the heroes are under Granny's control for like 5 minutes overall. I thought they were going to have the controlled heroes going names by non-controlled heroes. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Granny Goodness was just such a bitch. I really hope that in this New Gods movie that they're making, they cast Kathy Bates as Granny Goodness.
That'd be awesome.
I was rewatching Misery, I was rewatching part of Misery on TV the other day, and I was just seeing her, and then I'm like, oh my god, she is like the pitch perfect Granny Goodness for a movie. I'm like, if there's one comic book casting that they have to do, that's the one. I'm like, Granny Goodness was just such a bitch, and I was so happy when Beast Boy just like decked her right in the face. That was the best part of the season. Oh, that one was great. Or no, my favorite moment this whole season was
Cyborg.
what?
And Cyborg, I think, killed Oval and kicked her ass.
No, the best moment of the season was the security team, the Roy Harper security team.
That was awesome. That made me laugh.
That made me laugh. I loved it so much. Did we talk about how there was that Will and Artemis thing going on that was kind of weird?
We never gonna talk about that. We video other topics. So, Len, what's your opinion on the anti-love equation and Greg Guinness? Ben?
I think he's.
Oh, is he still muted?
Oh, I think he's gone. Is he gone?
No, I think he's still muted. My bad.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I guess we'll read these comments. Found it weird that the heroes run a Granny's. Okay, that's still the same comment there.
Yeah, sorry.
I think we can all agree Granny was basically the villain this season. Yeah, Granny was. She was such a bitch. Just seeing Beast Boy just deck her in the face.
That was funny.
Granny Goodness is a good villain. Wait, oops. Did something break?
No, my pins all fell.
Oh,
I can get them later.
damn.
Yeah, fuck those cans.
Yeah. Anyway, wait, what's your opinion on the anti-love equation?
Which one?
Wait, what's your opinion on the anti-love equation this season? Right?
The ending of the season?
No. The anti-love equation.
That was actually pretty interesting how they developed it on Halo.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because the way they divided the anti-love equation in Halo was very dark and very interesting. Granny used wanted to use the anti-love equation, which is very dark. Oh yeah, we got another comment from Philippines. Olympia with instinct with your care for the one episode she had.
I don't remember. Like I said, there were just so many characters this season. I couldn't keep up with them all.
I know Dolphin at the in this season. Who, Dolphin? Okay, we're back. Dolphin is a very, very, very obscure Teen Titans character.
Was it Katana in it too?
Yeah,
Katana was in there.
yeah, she's by Batman Incorporated.
God, there were a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Metamorpho, like
I
Batman.
mean, I give him credit for trying to do that, but it's kind of like you didn't have to.
Everything they get broken by it, like we have in the comics. Wait, when did thing get broken by the anti-love equation? When did that happen? Guys?
What?
It's gonna get broken by what?
Oh wait, let me read the comments. Let's see.
Olympia with the old woman who kept acting up in a tail at
And
the
at least didn't get broke about by it, like what happened in the comics. Sylvia was the old one who helped asking Vandal's tale about the bear.
Oh yeah, her. Like she made Banner's had a daughter.
Oh, okay.
That was sad. Like that. Like the way that like Boca killed her.
Yeah.
That was dark. I mean, holy shit. Like that was sad. Like I feel bad for her.
Yeah, there's a lot of dark holy shit moments this season.
Random Mercy killed her at the end of the episode. Yeah, at the end of episode 7. Speaking of dark, bro, we never got the Ocean Master and his death.
Oh yeah,
No.
Ocean Master dying like she was gonna assassinate a bunch of kids. I mean, I was surprised they killed him off.
Same. Glenn?
Yeah.
Like that like my jaw dropped because holy shit, like I didn't expect that to happen. Like she already said the kid can't wait to protect him at the plan. It was really low so at the end final credit he got held down and ended up equating helmet with Prime's head. Wait, what? I didn't know about that. I read final credit.
I better reread that now, though.
Yeah, I gotta read that too. That sounds very interesting. What about this season?
All right, what else? The Jason Todd Grayson fight was cool. I liked the Damien cameo was nice. I just wish they were a bit older because now it's like it'll have to be like 10 years and they're just so far apart in age now. That's my bummer with it all. It's like we're gonna have to
I
wait.
feel like they're gonna do like futuristic stuff with those characters.
Yeah, this should have been. It's really easy to have been involved.
The way the setting is with this.
Mhm.
I wonder how the characters will be portrayed, though. Like John, I'm sure will have his innocence. Damien, because they won't. I'm sure they won't have the Talia that they currently have in the comics. I'd assume she'd be more like Talia was like
From 52.
pre-52, like more along the lines of what you'd see in like the animated series. Because I don't think because like these are competent writers. They won't write her like a full-blown villain or anything like that. So maybe Damien's personality would be different.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be interesting if they do explore it at some points. But yeah, I was expecting more with that this season. Like I'm just kind of surprised we haven't gotten more. So
Hey. I'll be even more so if we get Savior.
yeah,
That will be interesting.
Yeah, to get evil Tim Jack in the future trying to kill John.
Yep.
I would put it in to see Savior.
don't remind me of the good stuff. You're just making me like hate the new stuff more.
Like, God, I'm sitting my family.
I really just wish they had Tomasi on at least one Superman book. Just one. Like, why do we have to have Bendis on both? And
we Superman like Leviathan.
how many books is this guy writing?
He's writing Leviathan. He's writing We the Superhero. He's writing African Superman.
Young Justice, Naomi, right?
12 books, Naomi.
What about that giant-sized Batman book? Are you writing that too?
8
I
books.
didn't have the Walmart book, wasn't it? But then that's single issues.
Like the man, like you can't just write that much stuff. Like you can't really keep up with that much stuff. You have to like slow down. Like the quality just goes down substantially.
He probably has outlines of a plan.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
That's all I see DC writers, Marvel writers do their thing. Like, oh, you guys have outlines already. What are you going to do? And try to put it like a single issue every 2 weeks.
Haven't even been Joe 7 after hearing it, one month to disagree with it. I know about that. Interesting. You know, Little Robin Soldier came out at the Batman. Oh, yeah, at the Batman Killer Preview, yeah, then Final Crisis. Yeah, I really got Little Robin Soul series. Like, I know. Cassandra Cain made a cameo in that book before the even got rebooted.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back on track. At far I know, the light is at the dark side. What's our with the season? We talk about the Outsiders. We talk about the Batman. We talk about the Super Sons. We talk about the Super Kids. Specifically Bumblebee and making her own kid the Meta. I can have a feel about Bumblebee's kid. What power do you like Bumblebee child gonna have? My theory in Bumblebee daughter will probably have her power, kind of shrinking and growing.
Probably. He's probably the new Bumblebee.
I'll be all for that. This is one.
I'm not sure.
Any suggestions? Like any? What power do you think the baby will have?
Shoot. You got me. You got me in terms of what power they'll have. So I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, there's just too many. There's just too much going on this season for me to keep up with all of it. So
I don't understand Final Cry, but showing it on issue 3, I believe it was so sad. Huh. Yeah, I got check that book out. Yeah, that sounds very interesting. Speaking of this season, I think. Let's see. We talk Beast Boy Trauma. We talk about Cyborg, and that ass. That we talk about. We talk about so.
The ending. I don't think we really talked about like the kind of twist that they had in the ending really so much, did we?
We never got to the ending.
We haven't gotten to the ending.
Well, we never got the Wild West. Oh yeah, I agree. We got the speaking of the eye stuff. They did show at the all the Ted Cord, it showed Jason Todd and that virtual reality stuff with Beast Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the show, but all the other characters all died. Like they didn't show a flashback to season 2 in Beast Boy Nightmare scenario. With
Okay. They didn't show Barbara becoming Oracle though.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, it's cool that she's still Oracle doing her thing. Do you think they're going to have the implant to get her back as Batgirl or moving around? Do you think they're going to keep her as Oracle?
My best guess is they're all going to relive timeline, not New 52. Thank God. They'll probably have her stay at Oracle.
You know, with all the technology they have in this universe, I figured they'd have a way to kind of, fix her so she's like not confined to a wheelchair.
She's probably going to end up making it herself.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of neat to see because maybe she wants to go back on the battlefield. But I mean, one of the things I do love about Oracle and Barbara Gordon, like even despite like what happened to her, despite that incident in The Killing Joke, she still like maintained being a strong character and like still found ways to help. The Killing Joke movie, if we could talk about that for a second, I just kind of figured out a way they could have fixed that whole like 30-minute prologue to make it even better. Because in the movie they had that awful Batgirl scene on the rooftop.
You can blame Brian Azzarello for that. He wrote that stuff.
It was Bruce Timm mostly. Bruce Timm did that shit because he has like a weird fetish with it.
Yeah.
The way you could have made it better was, and this is like it can tie into the Killing Joke stuff, was Barbara Gordon was with Nightwing instead, and like she decided like, okay, I'm going to move to Bloodhaven. It's just, and then Nightwing goes away to go. He's going to set up a house in Bloodhaven. It's like the night. And she decides, okay, I'm going to spend one night with my friends. I'm going to head to Bloodhaven. And then it'd be more tragic because, like, she was ready to kind of maybe hang up her cape or, like, move on to another town. And then, like, as soon as that happens, like, she ends up getting shot. I think that would be kind of like if she was there gone, like, maybe, like, one day sooner or something. And then, the whole tragedy wouldn't have happened.
That would have made sense since he did visit her in the hospital after that.
Yeah. I think that could have, like, if you're going to expand on it, it would just tie into the Killing Joke lore. It'd be more tragic because, like, and it would explain why Dick Grayson didn't go to the carnival scene. Like, you could have had that. It would have had, like, more emotion behind it, and it wouldn't have felt, like, weird and cringy like the Batman thing was.
Yeah.
I think that would have worked out better because it would have had, like I said, would have had more of a sense of tragedy to it. And be like, oh, she was like ready to kind of like, she like literally is about to go have like a happy life somewhere else. And then this shit happens like right there. Like, just like if she may have left like a day earlier or something, there would have been like a bit of tragedy to it. I mean, there's still tragedy involved, but it would have like, I think it would have left more of an impact and it would have helped like expand on the story in a more organic way and kind of tie in the first 30 minutes to the rest of it. Because the first 30 minutes of it doesn't really tie into the rest of
That's a Killing Joke.
Right, and this would have been a way you would have added to the Killing Joke story some more, adding a bit more tragedy to it and like some more emotions. But like, I think it would have done a better job of tying the two threads together.
They also had like a little mini feud between Dick and Batman, tying Dick to stay out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would have added more to it. I'm like, fuck, they should have just called me. I'm like, okay, this is what you can do. You can make it better. Get rid of that. Although the theater reaction when I saw Killing Joke in theaters, it's an unforgettable experience. I will never have anything that recreates anything like that reaction to that scene. The whole theater is like, oh, like the whole theater is a bunch of hardcore DC fans, and they're all just like screaming and yelling, like, what the hell? No.
The only complaint I did, as a joke is, wow, we didn't get to see if Batman's packing or not.
Well,
no, that's Batman Damned, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Batman Dan, for clarifying that. No wonder every girl wants it.
Yeah.
Well, the D.
Batman Dan was a very interesting comic.
Yeah, I want a sequel. I want a sequel.
That's a very interesting.
With the Batman family, though.
I like to say Oracle. She's more interested in Oracle rather than being Batgirl. Yeah, I can agree with that. She is interested more in Oracle.
Even Gail Simone thought, she was better at Oracle.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just like Barbara Gordon is literally Batgirl to me.
Certainly, Brown came on my Batgirl.
Barbara Gordon will always be kind of like the Batgirl to me. I liked her, although they kind of made her more into like, what was it, the Batgirl Bernstein made her more like Stephanie Brown.
Yeah, I kind of noticed. That's why I drew away from that. I was like, okay, give her love interest. All right, I'm just gonna drop this.
Yeah,
it was like
I dropped off after Bernstein ended. No, I'm not reading it. It's stupid. I'm done.
Yeah, I was like, I was remember reading it, I was like, oh, this is kind of cringeworthy. The Summer of Lies stuff, okay, I like this.
Yeah,
And then it was like,
yeah.
then they teased like it was her and Nightwing were finally gonna hook up together. I'm like, okay, good. Like I like these two. Like but then Nightwing ends up getting shot. He loses his memory. And it's like, oh my god, they've really been teasing that thing since like the start of the New 52.
Yeah, a conversion of the show to their marriage.
Yeah.
And then I got
Even though Dick was a piece of shit
That's true.
in that
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah, Dick
Oh,
Grayson
maybe-
like always fucks things up, like because he can't keep it in his pants.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he sleeps with Barbara Gordon the day before his wedding with Starfire, and I'm like, what the hell, DC?
Yeah. I don't get it. Like,
And
he-
Raven hooks up with him in his mind.
that man got struck by Raven. Because he got
Ugh.
Wow, there's just so many things in there. I'm just like, wow, like he really just kind of screws things up for himself constantly. But he's a ladies' man. He's I've said this before. He is the James Bond of the DC universe.
You're correct on that. I can agree with that as a hardcore Nightwing fan.
He had to become a secret agent once, and then Grayson.
Yep,
I love the final annual, number 3, where he posed as John Constantine.
Yeah, that was funny.
And freaking Harley is like in love with him the way he kissed and all that. I was like, that's it? You're gonna kiss her? You're not gonna go sleep with her, Dick? Okay, that's a first.
I know.
You slept with everybody else in the agency, but Harley Quinn? Okay, well, I guess I get to see that Batman Harley Quinn.
Well,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that was the reaction in the theater. Like, oh well, this is interesting.
They're practically the same age.
Yeah, I mean, Nightwing sleeps with everybody.
That's
I'm like-
Yeah, I just love that line. Your sidekick Captain Kirk me. I was like, yeah, he did.
I'm waiting for the inevitable moment where he's who hasn't he slept? He slept with Catwoman.
Wait, what did you say?
Actually, he didn't. They just made out. They were interrupted.
Well, I'm sure at some point he would have.
Yeah.
slept with her. So like he made out with Catwoman. I'm sure he has with Black Canary at some point. He has with Huntress, Barbara Gordon, Starfire, definitely multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Supergirl, I think he's made out with. So I'm sure.
It never happened.
No, they kissed. But it turns out that's the clone Supergirl that Lex made
Oh yeah, that makes
before
sense.
they brought her back.
Sean
Apparently, he
Banks-
dated Donna Troy.
Donna
and-
Troy, yeah, Donna Troy. I'm sure.
Arsenal, okay, Will Harper.
Yeah, he's pretty much everyone. I'm waiting for the inevitable moment where he sleeps with Talia al Ghul. That'll probably happen at some point.
No, Jason Todd's a Talia.
Yeah, I came back Jason Todd morning slut.
Yep.
That's going to happen inevitably at some point. It will happen. It will happen. Maybe when he's Rick Racing. Oh,
Well, here's your question right now.
I said when he is Rick Racing, it'll happen or something. Maybe she tries to recruit him or something. Oh God, I could just imagine the reactions.
You're actually.
I have fun with that. I'm like, you guys are acting like this never happened before. Jason Todd did it.
Yeah, Jason Todd did it.
Yeah,
Bane did it.
Oh yeah, Ben did do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bane did do it too. Slade did it too.
Well,
Jimmy Olsen did it too.
Todd tried to trick away with Damien being his son.
What was that?
Didn't Todd try to trick away Damien like that really Deathstroke?
Oh yeah,
That story was a waste of time, to be honest. It's just people.
I hated it.
DC just wanted to do a fight between them two.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then
Which Black Canary though? Isn't there more than one Black Canary?
Yeah, I think there is one black. Well, there is one black name, but then Crazy Evidence happened. Then a few other black names, and then Zilla happened. Then
that Batman vs. Deathstroke storyline was absolutely terrible. The whole thing could have been summed up in like one conversation. Could have just been like, "Oh, Slade could have just been like, I had a vasectomy. He's not my kid. You've done a DNA test. End of story."
Or he you notice that my kids are blonde or white haired? Why is
Yeah.
he black haired?
Road
Yeah.
to Jericho.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
that stuff too. And I know the writer of that, like Priest, who does like for the most part a pretty good Deathstroke book, but like he wanted to do that for whatever reason. I'm like, Slade already has plenty of kids. He doesn't need Damien to be his kid. I'm like, you pretty much
Maybe to me it was just to hype up a fight.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like he tried to change it actually. He tried it, but DC wouldn't do it. So
Think why my kid that way about you in the cement. Wait, she did? I know about that. Oh.
every
Possibly.
female superhero
Well, villain.
or villain for the most part likes Nightwing. Like almost like 90% of them.
I mean, come on, he slept with his landlord.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's-
what?
that's-
In the 90s around, he slept with his landlord. It was a redhead.
he has a weakness for redheads.
That happened.
That's Nightwing for you. Like, I love how this conversation went from this to the people.
Yeah, it's got weird. It's got no love life degree.
Yeah, I would love a funny issue where it's like every single one of his exes in a room and just him just sitting.
Oh, it's like the Valentine special with Harley Quinn and Batman. Who's Rachel? Who's Selena? Who's Talia?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What are you talking about? You're naming all these girls in your sleep.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh,
Speaking of Valentine's Day, what's it the Wild West with Artemis?
Oh man, that kind of hurt me a little. That kind of hurt me a little.
That hurt me too.
I
Like,
thought they were gonna like. I thought it was gonna get like really kinky, like in a second there.
well, like with Black Lightning and that one professor.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I thought it was gonna be that with Artemis and.
Yeah.
Same here. All of a sudden, she's pregnant. I'm like, what the hell? Did she just become the Virgin Mary?
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, whoa, she was like, she starts making out. I'm like, oh, whoa, is this gonna get interesting?
Yep.
You know, they obviously didn't do it. So, and then you had, well, that was a nice moment. I thought that was a good touching way for her to like get her closure. I'm like, okay,
But we do it that way with a real war. That would have been in her mind.
It
I
got
was-
weird. It got weird though when she tried to hook up with her sister's ex.
yeah,
Well, she did, but then she made it long and she called
Yeah.
up. I'm
but he
happy
was sad.
that made me happy because I was so worried that it would go down that road, but thank God that go down that road.
Am I the only one who wants a spin-off of the security team?
Yes,
I
I
know.
want that too.
That
Was it Harper Security or something?
Yep. My boy security.
That was my favorite episode this whole season. That episode there was the best. That was the best thing this whole season was that security team.
Episode 9.
Was it episode 9?
Yep. Because
That was great.
That was amazing. That
Dick's
That
like, I don't
alone.
want this. I was like, hey, it's a homage to him when he was a cop in Bloodhaven.
yeah,
really good stuff there. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Okay, so in terms of comics, I guess we can kind of transition to that. Like what are your thoughts on some of the books that you're reading?
Leviathan sucks.
I like Leviathan. It's a mystery.
I find it boring. Nothing
It's because it's a mystery. Everybby says that about mystery. It's boring. It's supposed to be boring. It's supposed to be like, action packed. I do like how they try to take on Jason. That was great.
I think it would be cool, but
I haven't read Leviathan, but like, does it reference the events in the Teen Titans books?
It Action Comics.
It references Action Comics. Okay,
Action Comics. I know it's so boring. I mean, dear
I
God.
haven't read Action Comics at all. I'm just waiting for Legion.
Yeah.
yeah, I have the Superman stuff. I stopped reading Action Comics.
Hmm.
I don't have the energy to read the stuff anymore. I have like even Justice League.
I dropped Justice League. I dropped it when Rebirth first came out. I was like, what is this? What? I don't like it. I'm done.
Yeah. I have the Scott Snyder run going on. I'm just like, because it's like Year of the Villain, Legion of Doom. Like I wasn't really keeping up with Year of the Villain at all because I was just like, I just kind of just like got burnt out with a lot of the DC books because a lot of them just weren't very good.
Justice League is not even epic. I mean, holy shit. It's not even epic in my opinion. Like, issue 28, am I remember 27, had Young John finally at the end of that book, and I was so happy. Yeah,
I like Starro as Robin. That was great.
Yep, but Star Wars Robin was great.
I wanna
He's
push
so
you on
funny.
Yeah, I read issue 30. Like I read 25 and then 30. I have like I have a few issues to catch up on, but like a lot of it I was kind of confused on because some of it just dives into like really deep dives into some of the DC lore I'm not quite as familiar with. I'm like, what are we talking about here? But it is the artwork is much nicer. There's some good stuff in the book for sure. It's definitely an improvement over the previous Justice League run that they had at the start of Rebirth. It's definitely for sure because like that previous one I started reading, I didn't really like it.
The one to leave it like I made was not that great. It was by Brian Hitch. And Brian Hitch is I like Brian Hitch as an artist, but his writing in my opinion is really not that great. It's really bad. Like, she's trying to read a book about it, really not that great. It's really stupid. The one story I liked of it in the entire run of Brian Hitch's run was the beginning of it with the timeless stuff and the future children.
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it. Oh, yeah, kind of since they didn't have a really Warren much of time, he could be alive. He could be still alive. Well, that could be true for younger scene 4.
I wanted to see. I want Wally. Maybe he's been living in the Speed Force. Maybe he already has like. I think it would be a cool way to introduce his kids, Ira and Jai, into the whole thing. Perhaps he's like ended up in another world and he's like with Linda.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. You could bring in everyone in. So I feel like if Wally's brought back, Artemis might have found a new guy by the point with years. If they did have it, he could end up being with Linda by the point. Yeah, I think that'd be a good way to because I want to see like Ira and Jai in the show too. Since they're doing all the new kids superheroes and all that, like they introduced John. John is older than Damian at this point, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right 3 or 4 right now because Damien has been born already.
Yeah, so Damian's of course young in that. Speaking of Damian, I don't know if you guys are reading the Teen Titans books. I'm like, if Damian's gonna be in the Teen Titans, don't you think he should look older?
Yeah,
He's
the only
way short though.
He's short.
But I'm kind of just like, okay, when is he going to hit his growth spurt at already? He's the one character who never really seems to age at DC.
Because he died, maybe.
True, he did die, but like he's still
he died and he came back.
Yeah,
like look at Jason Todd; he hasn't freaking aged at all.
He's still an adult, at least. Like he's still a young adult. Like he looks like he's in his early 20s or something.
Yeah, he's like 3 years younger than Dick Grayson apparently. Because I think it was the annual. Yeah,
I think Tim Drake is like 16 or 18.
Yeah, he's like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah,
because he did said his age in Batman and Robin Eternal. I think it was when they're all like forming up and Grayson's coming back.
Yeah,
he said that Jason gave him a beer. He goes, I'm 16. He goes, when I was 16, I was doing all the Gotham stuff.
Yep. All the kind of why died, but you're alternate Oh yeah. You're talking about Emmett Clay and you're talking with the tie-in comic, the Flash book. I think Mark Waid wrote that. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that's the case, and he can have his kids, and they can be on the next generation of kids.
We have the tornadoes win at the end of the universe, so this is going to go out to Wally's kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be all for that. Since we're all going to read the superhero in scene 4, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what like I said, I kind of blanked out of what the ring was at the end until I read after the fact it was Legion of Superheroes.
Yep.
I'm
so happy. Oh, speaking of superhero, what kind of Superman issue 14 was that? I can do a Tywin book. What the fuck was this book? Issue 14 pissed me off so much. I read and read. This book dragged on so much of the logos all crap, and all we get is a disappointing fight. You waited 14 logos on and give me nothing!
Oh, I haven't read the last 3 issues of Superman. I
haven't read the new one yet.
Yeah, issue 14.
Yeah, I haven't read 12 through 14. I'm just kind of burnt out. Like I don't have the energy to read it. Like it's a chore.
Right.
Beforehand, Superman Rebirth was like one of my favorite books I've ever read. It was so incredible. Like each issue, it was so like inspirational.
Oh, I see, man. Thanks for time. Bye.
All right, goodbye, Fierce Crimson Speedster, aka Edward. I had to read the whole name. I mean, it seemed kind of redundant, but it's good. So.
Yeah, but issue 14, in my opinion, really pissed me off because it made no sense and it dragged on to the point. It was also a little pointless. But the biggest one to make Legion of Superheroes come out, much like Legion of Superheroes come out, it doesn't make sense because Junior Clark we put the Legion of Superheroes. But look at Junior Clark like a man anymore. Like, I'm sure what continuity didn't make any sense this year. I'm confused. What's going on? I connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, maybe we get back on track. Good. 240 minutes. Time flies.
Yeah, no, it's a fun stream. I'm enjoying it. I'll have to catch the very beginning of it till where I came in. So because I've been in a lot of streams. Like I put like a playlist on my channel, so I remember like if I'm on a guest stream or not. So
nice.
Yeah, it's a way to keep up with because like we did. I think the stream we did, Tevia, where it was like we talked about like the Didio effect.
Yeah, the Didio effect.
I like that one. That was a pretty solid stream. This one's pretty solid too.
I agree with that. What are talking about Young Justice season 3?
I think we covered everything, to be honest.
We never got to the ending.
The formation of the new Justice League.
Yep. I see you on showing late night. No. Hello, Jack Collector. Yep, indeed. With the formation is pretty cool, but we never got to the whole ending. But after they defeat Grand Guinness. Let's see. We did episode 25 with the whole it's like Fog by the Wally, but we know I don't mind by Lieutenant and but Miss Motion, which I'm very intrigued what that could have seen for. Let's get to see the finale with Brian aka Geoforce and his uncle.
I called it. I told someone why he's gonna be evil. He's gonna turn into a villain.
Yeah, and holy shit, that got dark. Oh! I completely forgot. I done talking about holy shit. Thinking about we know about the Infinity Cobra and stuff, and the Dr. J stuff.
Oh yeah, he's gonna end up with her.
Like holy shit, that got dark. Dr. J is freaking insane. She's freaking nuts. Like, wait, this is one. Okay, John. Anything on Dr. Jace and her betrayal?
What a bitch.
Yeah, like she's fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, that chick is crazy.
The way she described it, like their children, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
that lady, like, just the shit she kind of did this season. I was just like, wow, what a bitch. I really liked the turn that they had because I was like, I was so happy what they did with Tara this season because I'm so sick of Tara kind of just. I know like the original comics they made her into a sociopath, but I like what the Teen Titans animated show did better.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, making her more of a sympathetic character instead of that weird relationship she had with Slade.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. I think that makes it more interesting where she's really kind of conflicted as opposed to just complete sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I think. This season they did it well. Like, at first when they did, I'm like, oh god, here we go. Here's the predictable era where she's going to be the villain, the infiltrating mole.
Yep.
But the twist that they knew all along that she was, that Batman realized that she was that, and they still like went along with it, like just showing her like another way, like changed her right then and there. I thought that was really good. And then you get the role reversal where it's not Tara who kind of becomes the villain; it's Brion. And it executes the guy. Like that was brilliant. That was great.
Yeah,
I thought that was a nice change of events, and it has me really looking forward to what they're going to do with the next season with him being like on top of the throne. I really like that twist that they kind of did there. I mean, is it really a twist or just a kind of shocking ending?
Yeah,
It was shocked.
Yeah. No one expected Geo would become a villain. I didn't expect Geo would become a villain. I don't know any of Geo Force. I know it only from other show material. But him becoming a villain and becoming king and killing his own uncle. His uncle was an asshole, but Jesus Christ, the way he executed his own uncle, that got dark. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like,
I don't think they would have showed that on Cartoon Network. I think they were just like, we would hear the gagging noise of him putting the molten lava inside of him.
yeah, I don't think they would have shown that. I couldn't never get
Yeah.
Right. Speak of dark stuff and Johnny. Oh boy! Like the way he portrays his own brother, like that's even more depressing, sad.
Yeah, his brother wanted the throne.
Yeah. Well, taking Deontay's brother actually we had the phone, like, and she only took over because it's assistant. This other guy, but it's the guy who actually has second mental powers, not misfortune, but it's working for the light. Which that's not really necessary. Apparently, that the ambassador Indoli would actually aspire for the light. But I didn't see that one coming. So he had to push beyond mental to go to extreme. So I'm at the radio echo with him. Um, what about this season? We talk about we are killing.
Did I just hear Landslide playing in the background?
Yeah, sorry about that. That's not me.
Oh no, that's okay. I like the
I'm not.
songs. So if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills.
All I gotta say is this is another topic, but if Titans has Dick Grayson drunk, I want him singing that.
Yep.
Oh, Landslide? Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
I wonder if Titans will bring in Tim Drake at some point because the ages of the characters are kind of like they have.
Me and my friend had a theory about it. We'll discuss it after the Justice League thing because I want to share it with somebody like really bad what me and my friend discussed.
Yeah. But we all know that like 10 season 2 coming out, which I'll probably do no podcast on that one.
Okay.
This team looks nice. Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah, I don't know how you're doing this, Heavy. Like, I like this setup that you have here because I've only been doing like Google Hangouts, but even I don't really know how to do like a lot of the stream setups and that.
No, StreamYard might be one of the first thing that I found that I can do Google Hangout stuff. It's got that.
I use the OBS. All I do is like design a layout and then just record it.
Yeah. OBS, I didn't know how to do that. I tried OBS when it failed miserably, bombed.
There's so much I want to learn, like in terms of like putting stuff together for videos and stuff. Like people put together like their own little intros with like the nice logos, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to do any of that shit.
I used to do that. I made Tivia's intro.
Oh, you did? Oh, that was
Yeah.
pretty sweet. I'm like, damn, like how did you make that?
I used the Cyberlink Power Director. All I did was like browse to like free music from YouTube that's royalty free, no license or whatever. You can just credit the content creator, and then I just add the little effects they have on the software.
Oh, cool.
And I also designed his YouTube banner.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nicely done.
Yeah, you have to help me out a lot, and I appreciate all the support after you help with the new intro. It's really great. It's still great to stay. Yep. I want to talk about the season. Let's see. We talk about Brion. We talk about Terra. We talk about the rest of the team. We talk about Jinta. We talk about Dick Ray. We talk about Tim. We talk about Batman.
You know what would happen if Nightwing didn't accept to rejoin?
Good question. I wonder myself.
Like, will we see an Agent 37 in Young Justice? I mean, that'd be kind of interesting.
Did we just Spyro attack in this season?
Yeah.
Yeah, with that would come in Spyro.
Like, I want to see Helena come in.
Oh, Helena Bertinelli.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty sweet.
And also
Oh.
Tiger, Agent 1.
Speaking of Helena Bertinelli, did you see the Birds of Prey teaser that leaked?
Oh, I saw the pictures. I didn't see the leak.
Yeah, there's a leak of it. Like it's going to be attached to the It Chapter 2 screenings.
I heard like 30 seconds long. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's
Like,
30
you know,
seconds.
I was thinking, you know what? That has time. I mean, they could bring it back in November, December to start promoting it since it's supposed to come out next year.
Yeah, so that's a nice way because it acts like the It movie's about to start, and then it just like Harley kind of cuts it off, and then they just show kind of some footage from it. So it was pretty neat.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of.
I wouldn't be surprised if Barbara Gordon is actually in there, like I mentioned,
Yeah, I can see it being the case.
because the writer of that is writing the movie too.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for Ewan McGregor. He's going to do a great job as Black Mask.
Yeah.
I wanted Leonardo DiCaprio with Black Mask, but I was like, you know what, Aaron McGregor needs more stuff. He's a good actor. I mean, he played 3 different characters in Fargo.
Yeah, you
FX.
have to play Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're going to make it Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ewan's awesome as Obi-Wan. Even though like
Star Wars. We have to get the Mandalorian trailer.
and I'm kind of done with Disney Star Wars. The only thing that has me excited, I guess, about Rise of Skywalker is Palpatine.
Yeah.
I even said after The Last Jedi, which I thought was I really didn't like the movie. I'm like, the only thing they can do to get me back, I said this to my friend, I'm like, the only thing they can do to get me back is they brought back the Emperor. And they do that. I'm like, God damn it, JJ, you're baiting me again.
Yeah. But speaking of stuff, we have to get the Mandalorian. And it looks awesome. It looks very dark, very, very Western, and it looks very badass.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
one?
sure that'll be good because Favreau. Well, I mean, Favreau doesn't always deliver, but he has done some good stuff with Iron Man and that
Mhm.
Elf.
Oh, that's gonna be very good.
Yeah, I didn't really like his Jungle Book movie too much. I thought it was all right, but I didn't see Lion King. I
Well,
chose.
I skipped because I knew it was not going to be that great. It looked a cash grab.
Yeah, I mean, all movies are cash grabs, but like it just felt soulless. It looked soulless to me, and I didn't want to give Disney more money because they. If you look at the box office, have you looked at the box office for this year? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That like the top 6 movies are Disney and MCU films. Like it's number 1 was of the summer, number 1 of the year was Avengers Endgame, 2 is The Lion King, 3 is I think Captain Marvel, and then 4 is Toy Story 4, 5 is like Spider-Man, and then like 6 is Aladdin or something. I'm like, that's all the $1 billion movies are from Disney, and the one that isn't is Sony, but it's tied to the MCU, and Disney gets money from that. So
Speaking of Spidey, he's the boy from the MCU, broke my arm in pieces.
I'm actually kind of glad because
I'm
tired of Iron Man Jr. I'm tired of Iron Man Jr. And even in the movie, like, oh, be your own hero. Yet here he is at the very end of it, like rocking out to AC/DC, building his own Iron Man suit. I mean, spider suit. I'm like, why doesn't he just use the Iron Spider suit at the end of the movie? Like, why does he need to build a new suit? Like, it's bulletproof. Like, if he's firing drones and bullets that you don't. It didn't make sense to me. You could have just grabbed the Iron Spider suit, saved a bunch of time, stopped Mysterio, and not his identity. I'm not even like the whole even twist thing at the end with his identity being revealed. It has no meaning in this film because he's already connected to S.H.I.E.L.D. He's already like with the Avengers. He's his own person. It's not even a big deal.
personally, my man, and I'm already happy with the MCU just Spidey, and I'm fine with it going where they're going. And it looked awesome, but Mysterio with it awesome, in my opinion. Mysterio with amazing villain, awesome and badass, but amazing.
Yeah, I sat through that movie and it just kind of like I just felt like by the end of it I'm like I felt like really nothing. Like you ever get that like empty feeling you get after watching a movie or just like kind of sit there and like
Yeah, I had that with what movie was it?
I
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron?
Yeah, Age of Ultron. I felt like that.
Yeah, I just felt kind of empty. I'm like the jokes weren't landing for me. The villain is again tied to Iron Man instead of Spider-Man. Like MCU Spider-Man is basically he just Spider-Man shouldn't be like in the shadows of Iron Man. He's his own hero. He's the most iconic character in Marvel. That's like if they just made Batman in the shadows of like Superman's apprentice to me. It just wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't feel. It just does not feel right to me.
I actually have a good opinion on the whole Sony Disney deal thing. I think they still could connect it, but just because they said oh Feige's out, it doesn't mean like he's at an MCU.
No, he is out because if they don't have a legal deal with Disney,
Yeah.
they can do it.
Well, they have time for it right now. They have they're gonna have 4 months left before they start filming the third movie. Which is set for 2021.
I want Sony just to a Spider-Man again. Sony already broke my heart, made people.
Well, here's the thing though. They learned from looking into the Spider-Verse. They redeemed themselves with that.
They bought Insomniac games too, so they can have them doing this.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Here's the thing. He really doesn't need Marvel. He's pretty much the Batman of Marvel. Let's throw him in here. Cash grab. That's why DC did that with the BVS. Oh, let's throw in Batman. Nobody liked Man of Steel. Let's throw in Batman into Batman v Superman and get the box of it. That's what Spider-Man is with Marvel. But the thing is, Marvel should have taken the 70-30 deal or whatever it was. Because Disney is already has 100% rights on merchandising. That's a lot of money right there as it is. They get a little bit from the 5%. They don't need more.
That's true.
Now, if they want to try to put Spider-Man with Venom, that's fine. Venom did good.
Venom made a lot of money.
Yeah.
He made almost $900 million on a smaller budget too.
Plus, look at Sony is learning. Look at the game.
The game is made by Insomniac. Yeah, that game.
They bought Insomniac now. They own Insomniac.
Yeah, they own Insomniac, so it's their game now.
Just
Plus, it was a PlayStation exclusive.
That's true.
Just have Insomniac write the scripts.
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie in like a decade to me, like playing through Spider-Man PS4. I mean, like that game got Spider-Man more than like so many other things. I'm like, this is phenomenal.
Yeah. The DLC for Spider-Man PS4 was amazing.
It's just great all around. It's really, really good.
Yep.
And you know what? For the new movie, you know who I want to see? I want to see Black Cat. I want to see Black Cat in a Spider-Man movie.
I don't want that on a spinoff. That's the last thing I want. But I know we're getting a Morbius movie.
With Jared Leto. With Jared Leto, is he going to be a method vampire the whole movie? Is he going to like be trying to drink people's blood?
There hasn't been no words on that yet. Did he even start filming anything new? No like leaked pictures.
I think they filmed it already. I think it's already shot.
In production right now.
Yeah, Jared Leto, what a weird guy.
Like,
Yeah.
he's not. He's a kid. He's boy. Don't give it about him.
I like Morbius the Living Vampire. Just they need to get somebody that actually knows how to write about vampires.
Yeah, I agree.
You
I
know?
always thought it would have been a cool like Morbius was like a villain. Like when Sam Raimi was doing his Spider-Man movies, I thought it would have been a cool way to cross over with Blade if Morbius was brought into it. And then
Actually, he was deleted on Blade.
I know.
Yes, there is a. It's on YouTube. A deleted scene with Morbius appearing, and Blade's gonna go after him.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I was like, oh, why did they do that? Because I think the whole thing of Blade, they didn't know they were gonna make a sequel.
That's true.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd find more good than like it's I don't think someone can handle him. They're gonna screw him up.
Hey,
He's
you know
saying
what?
that's gonna make $100 million like Venom.
That's true.
I'm happy because it's gonna be. Spider-Man's gonna be like on his own. You know,
Yeah.
like he's gonna be what makes Spider-Man like the great hero. Is like Spider-Man to me. Like I think Spider-Man 2 did a really great job of representing to me like what really made Spider-Man a hero was like despite all the shit like he went through, he even like kind of gives up at one point, but then he understands like why he has to be Spider-Man. Like with great power comes great responsibility. I felt like Far From Home really kind of like deviated from that. Like this is a kid who's kind of handed everything, and he has no real responsibility to him. Like this is his 5th movie he's been in, and he should kind of understand that at this point. But it just kind of I like Peter Parker. He's more relatable because like he has money problems. He always kind of life like every like victory for like Spider-Man is like a loss to Peter Parker in a way. Like he's like it really takes away a toll on him, but like he still like treads on because he is like the true hero that he is. Like even Spider-Man PS4, like he had the choice to like save Aunt May or like save all the people. And like you feel the hardship of it. And Aunt May is even just like kind of lets him like no, you got to save the people. And I'm like,
She knew.
what?
She knew what he was Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that was such a great scene. I'm like, that was so good.
Because we could ever since One More Day I wonder which Spider-Man calling of all time. One More Day, if you don't know what OMD is. Short version, OMD is the story where Peter Parker made a deal with the devil.
Oh, I've heard about this, and like just to erase like his marriage.
Yeah, when he's stupid to save Aunt May.
Yeah, I've heard of One More Day. It's one of the most hated Spider-Man stories of all time.
Not the sins past.
I enjoyed it
But I didn't. I hate it. It was
because I like to receive stuff. It entertains me. On a Clone Saga, I never read it, so
Coincide with the fuck.
Yeah, so they I guess they got rid of his marriage.
With the bullshit. They left him in 10 years of history of crap.
That's okay. I don't really care for Mary Jane.
thank you.
I care
Thank you. I'm not the only one who doesn't care for Mary Jane.
I've never been a big Mary Jane fan.
I'm more like, I actually enjoyed Silk. I thought she was neat.
I
thought it was,
like Black Cat.
And then Black Cat, I was like, I'm looking forward to that annual. Everybody's making a big deal about it. I was like, it's an annual. It's not in continuity. Most annuals are not in continuity. They're side stories.
It's not gonna matter the long one. That area's gonna be jacking shit.
Tevya, if I were you, I watch it. Look what happened with your wishful thinking with Superman. What happened, Tevya? What happened?
Bennett ate up my vacation with bullshit.
Okay, then be careful. Be careful, because it might happen with Spider-Man again.
No, that's true. If that happened, I'll be pissed. I'll be freaking out. You should make freaking out and laughing. Like, no.
I'm just gonna tell you, I told you so.
Yeah.
I really, you know what? I think it'd be a great troll to DC if they actually have the Spider-Cat wedding. I think it'd be funny.
Well,
Oh, man.
the X-Men Gold. Oh, X-Men.
I love how the writers of X-Men trolled everybody of the wedding, and it was just Gambit and Rogue's wedding
Yeah. Well,
with the misleading cover.
yeah. I got trolled by that because
What?
I'm not really reading Marvel stuff right now, but I am aware of a few things. So
I'm actually enjoying Symbiote Spider-Man, which takes place after Secret Wars.
Absolute Carnage after event going out.
Oh, Terry, what did you think of that? I think it was Sensational Spider-Man when he gets the black suit from Reed Richards.
I find it interesting. That's an interesting one shot.
I actually wouldn't mind if it was the other way around. The one who threw the pitch idea when it was Wasp giving him the suit. I want to see how that worked.
That would be
Worked
interesting.
out.
Yeah. As far as the Sony's on Marvel are concerned, I'm hoping that the Sony's on Marvel not get split with down to Sony live action. But
you know what? Let's make the right choice. There's only one decision they can make to make this all better. Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. Sony doesn't mess with Sam Raimi. He makes a truly great Spider-Man movie again, something we haven't had in so long. I'd rather watch Spider-Man 3 than like Amazing Spider-Man or even the like MCU Spider-Man movies.
The time when I sucked that way.
Spider-Man 3 is hilarious. You know how much years of meme entertainment Spider-Man 3
is bad and hilarious, but Spider-Man movie is not that great. Venom fan is not that great, but the movie itself, it's hilarious.
Spider-Man, yeah, like there's bad things in Spider-Man 3, but I can't get enough of how like hilarious it is. Like the scene where he's strutting out to drive that funky soul is one of the best scenes in any superhero movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that scene it's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
well, anyway, we'll see about that.
Dr. Connors. How are you?
I only copulate.
Parker.
I'm gonna play this because it's.
Chemistry is not unlike a chondritic
Just make it copulate.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk over it. So.
Yeah.
See, I can't copyright if I talk over it.
I still hope so. It's on a YouTube algorithm where it's covering my live stream. They have music.
I'd love to shoot you sometime, Peter Parker. Peter.
that movie may be bad, but it doesn't anymore. Even into Spider-Man, they do what they love in Spider-Man 3. That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. But anyway, back on track. As far as Sony concerned with Spider-Man, I'm not that I don't trust them with live action. We'll see.
Let's give Sony some props here.
Yeah.
Sony got the first 2 live action Spider-Man movies out there. It was Avi Arad that really dicked with Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, and both Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
Amazing Spider-Man movie, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 would be clutch the fuck.
I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 1 was pretty good, but 2 was like, I can see why Andrew quit.
Yeah,
Two-
2
He even said it.
like one of the worst Spider-Man. Like I remember like flipping off the screen. I hated that one so much, but like for me, like that one's like overall like the worst one. Like Far From Home is pretty close for me because like Far From Home, I was just like, oh god, I kind of grown. But Amazing Spider-Man 2 kind of made me angry. But at the same time, like, thinking about it now, I'm like, I kind of miss. I actually admire Peter Parker and like that character more in that movie than I do in Far From Home because at least like he's on his own doing his things. But like Amazing Spider-Man 2, I haven't watched it ever since the theaters. It was just a bad movie with Dr. Manhattan Electro.
We did actually put an open comics, which hang on a sec.
I wanted him in the stupid starfish outfit. That's what I wanted.
Same. Or give me some Dr. Spider-Man at the Electro. Hang on a sec.
But yeah, I don't know. Like even watching Far From Home, like it made me miss the Amazing Spider-Man.
I hated Amazing Spider-Man, but it was bad.
Amazing Spider-Man 1?
Both of them.
I'd still rather I'd rather watch that than Far From Home again.
This is from Dr. Spider-Man.
Oh, there it is. It's
I
not birthday.
know it's Dr. Spider-Man, except for the animated by Greg Rodman. Same person made Young Justice, made this. It was awesome.
Sweets.
Yep. It's you want the blue Electro I'm talking about, also, I mean. Ultimate Spider-Man Electro. No. No, that from the TV show is garbage. Don't want Orange Brown cartoon is awful. Phantom. Ta-da. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Yep. That open car director, he's blue.
Yes, Dr. Manhattan Electro. I still think the Starfish thing would have been funnier. I mean, you know what fit the dumbness of the movie? He's basically Edward Nygma from Batman Forever, except not as good because Jim Carrey was pretty. His Nygma is actually like feels more kind of accurate of like how real fans can get.
Yeah.
So you know what? Screw it. I enjoy the Schumacher Batman movies. If we're on the topic of DC stuff, like Batman Forever to me, it's very entertaining. It's definitely kind of dated, but I just can't help but admit that like I find it an entertaining movie. I'll go back and watch that one a lot. Even Batman and Robin, I went to the theaters to watch that one this past year because like that
Yeah.
It's bad, but it's a good plus of bad.
Batman and Robin is an amazing bad movie. Like it still is the worst Batman movie like to watch, but like it's still like entertaining.
I'm still upset though. The Robin suit is that new 52 Robin, new 52 Nightwing suit. Just took off the cape, and I'm upset about that.
Same.
I was like, watch it. I was like, wait a minute. And I went to read back. No, why DC? And someone told me, oh, it's Renegade. I'm like, no, this is before Renegade, you idiots. Just take off the cape. There's your Nightwing on screen.
I just wish, of all things, we could have gotten Batman Triumphant. I want to go to the Earth 2 version where Batman Triumphant exists. Earth 3, because Batman Triumphant was going to have.
Which version of Triumph? The one where Man-Bat and Harley Quinn, or Man-Bat and Scarecrow?
It was like Man-Bat and Scarecrow, I think, and it was going to have every single villain come back. There was going to be a flashback, like a Scarecrow was going to gas Batman. It was going to have to like defeat all his villains again. Jack Nicholson was going to be back as Joker. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Danny DeVito as Penguin, which
that sounds weird. Wait, Danny DeVito was the Penguin.
Yeah, so like Danny DeVito it was going to have Tommy Lee Jones back as Two-Face, Jim Carrey as Riddler, Arnold as Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy was going to have every single Batman villain they just come face to face with, like due to like the Scarecrow.
I know that Scarecrow was supposed to be
Jeff Goldblum or Nick Cage.
It was supposed to be Nicolas Cage, and then Man-Bat was supposed to be Jeff Goldblum. I was like, ooh, that's actually pretty neat. All the actors from their prime.
Mm-hmm. I think if they waited one more year, Batman and Robin would have done a lot better. But no, wait, Batman and Robin is an important movie in cinema because without it, like we wouldn't have had like movies like Batman Begins, and we wouldn't have the Nolan trilogy. More and more, I appreciate the Nolan trilogy each day because it's the only superhero story to have a true beginning, middle, and end.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only one. Like the MCU is going to keep going on and on and on.
Well, Endgame wasn't ending. Endgame ended a lot of story, and the Captain America story.
This MCU, the story still continues though. Like you still have the MCU going forward. It didn't feel like it felt like and who knows if it'll actually truly be the ending. They might convince, perhaps if the MCU starts to lose money down the road, they'll probably just bring Downey Jr. back in some way, shape, or form.
Actually, no. I think I know what they're gonna do. Fantastic Four and they're X-Men. Fantastic Four, but Fantastic Four needs redemption.
That's one that really needs redemption. X-Men, I don't want to see any more X-Men for a while.
Like,
I don't mind it being called mutants, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's gonna have New Mutant still isn't out yet, so we'll see how that one turns out.
No, it's not New Mutant. New Mutant, that's never gonna come out at this point.
No, I'm just saying like they keep saying that we're not gonna use the X-Men name in the new X-Men stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm already burned out from those.
Yeah. As much as I don't like the idea, in hindsight, it does kind of make sense.
Yeah, are you guys burnt out on X-Men 2? I mean, it's been going on since 2000.
I'm burnt out of the X-Men movie at this point. That's a dark feeling.
Movies I am, but comics I'm actually enjoying Hickman's
X-Men awesome. How's the
stuff going on? It's pretty good.
Yeah, awesome. It finally got good X-Men.
But here's the thing, I'm actually burned out in MCU. Like I will see Shang-Chi if the trailer is good. I mean, I know they got good casting.
The Mandarin.
But Eternals, I'm not gonna watch because I don't care about the Eternals. Till someone tells me, "Oh, there's Galactus is in it." Okay, cool, I'll watch it on bootleg.
Oh. The Eternal, I know.
It's just I'm burned out. Endgame kind of finished it for me. I was like, I'm never gonna see something that epic again. And then but with DCEU, I was like, okay, I'll watch the Joker because I like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'll watch the Batman because I like the director.
Matt Reeves, just that Apes trilogy, he did like 2 and 3 in that trilogy, but the third one, War is exceptional. I think.
War's a great ending.
I just love how he developed the character Caesar. I love from the first movie, and then the other one's like, okay, this is pretty good. What else can he do?
Yeah,
I have no hopes for the Nightwing movie because that guy, the director, keeps. I don't know what he's doing with it.
We'll see if they end up making it, but like Batman, I love Lego Batman. I thought that was great, but
yeah, Batman's great.
The DCU missed a huge opportunity. The problem with the DCU was like they cast an older Batman and they kind of screwed them.
Cut them all. It was great. My favorite movie.
Yeah.
Well, you got to say Shazam so we don't confuse it with the mediocre Captain Marvel movie.
Especially from those who don't know, that was his original name. He's a 40s character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it really cut them all.
Just like how everybody thinks Namor copied Aquaman, which is the other way around.
Yeah, Namor came first.
Yep. Put Aquaman.
But go ahead, say what you're saying about the Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah, they kind of missed an opportunity by having him older because now, like, you can't really continue with the DCU in that form, or and I also feel like they could have salvaged the whole DCU thing with Batman. All they had to do was, if you're going to go with the older Batman, have Tim Drake be his partner in like the first movie. So Tim Drake's kind of his moral compass. You can already have him. That means that Barbara Gordon's already established. Nightwing's already established. Then you can bring in like Damian at some point. You can have Dick Grayson come back and be the Batman going forward if you're going to kill him off and send him off. That's all they had to do.
I remember that Zack Snyder was going to do that in part 2.
No, he was going to bring in Carrie Kelly because he's so obsessed with Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. He was that originally Dead Robin was supposed to be Dick Grayson. But
yeah, I remember that. They had a grave scene, Richard Grayson, John
and
Grayson,
everybody was just PO'd about it. And
I'm like, wait a minute, you're not going to redeem Dick Grayson? Then I got Titans, which I actually enjoy a lot.
Yeah, Titans is very good.
But yeah, like the whole Dick Grayson, I got mad. I was like, you came here. I'm like, good. He's not going to come back anymore. I'm glad Snyder's out.
Yes, Snyder. Look, I hate Snyder. I give Snyder credit with other movies. Watchmen was good. Fiona was good. Sucker Punch was bad. Johnny Depp even was good.
Yeah, I love Watchmen. I think that's his best movie. That fits it because like that's like the anti like superhero movie kind of.
Yeah.
Like that fits Snyder. That's a good mold for Man of Steel. I like a lot of it. Like I just rewatched it. Actually, I was trying to rewatch the DCEU. Man of Steel, I really liked when I first saw it. It's like kind of lessened a lot since then. Like there's some issues I have. I think rereading some like classic Superman kind of changed my view on that movie a bit. But there are things in Man of Steel. We
have comics because you what Man of Steel.
Yeah, so like there's things I like in that movie. Like the first 20 minutes on Krypton, I think is great. Russell Crowe is great as Jor-El. Michael Shannon's amazing as General Zod.
Yep.
The action sequences, like seeing that when I first saw that, I was blown away because you gotta remember, like this comes from a time where we were like Superman never really punched anything. At that point, we were really blue balled with Superman movies. Superman Returns, he really didn't like punch anyone or do anything cool like action wise with that. That movie, Man of Steel's like climax feels like the live action Dragon Ball Z movie I wanted. Yep. Yeah. I guess Snyder was up for Dragon Ball Evolution, but he turned it down. Which
that movie was a mess. That movie cannot be saved.
I mean, the last thing we ever had of like Superman was Smallville, but he didn't wear the suit. It was just CGI.
Right. But like Man of Steel, like I said, mixed things about it. Like I think really the weak points were some of the characterizations. The tornado scene is terrible, but
yeah, that was bad.
But the action bits were amazing. Like there's no denying. Like and the score, like when he's flying around, like I love bits like that. But like Snyder, he's too divisive. Like you shouldn't have.
About it all hell. Like but BBS with a farm nail in the coffin. Let's face it.
Yeah, that was it. And then we got to Justice League and which ties.
That would butcher the hell out WB.
That is a Frankenstein movie, and I can understand why because of the backlash of the other movies. But they already were so set in stone. WB should have just stuck with the movie they had, and it would have saved him a bunch of money. It's like
they should have just done standalone movies and wait till to do Justice League.
Suicide
Because
Squad did
it
not
felt like forced.
Yeah, it did before. Suicide Squad did not have Suicide Squad was a mess. That was a Frankenstein movie as well.
It's okay, but it's not like it's a big example of rushing the director to write it.
Yep, 2 weeks.
Reshoots last minute.
Yep, reshoots.
Yeah, I mean, there's things I like. I like Will Smith. I like Margot Robbie. I think the first 20 minutes of Suicide Squad is actually pretty good.
First one is pretty good.
I mean, they got Harley Quinn right, but people got mad. Oh, the way the thing she wears. I'm like, have you not seen the New 52 stuff?
Yeah, it is that.
Rewatching it though, like Jared Leto just seems way worse than I remember as.
Yeah, I felt like he was cheating though with the script. Like,
He was cheating.
sure, you're gonna do this. Like, I remember how the trailer was like, oh, he's gonna be a villain. All right, cool, Joker villain. All right, let's see this.
Yeah, they cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut out a lot of stuff. I know. It's
You can tell it's Jim Return in a cut. No way, bye with the grenade.
Yeah, that was cut too. Allegedly, Steppenwolf was supposed to be the villain in that movie. There's like early concept art out there of him because it was supposed to be they were supposed to be getting a mother box to tie into kind of the Justice League lore, and Steppenwolf was going to show up or something.
That's weird.
That is weird because one Enchantress the main villain.
Yeah, it was going to be Enchantress, and like Steppenwolf was like she would like it was going to tie into that, and I guess Steppenwolf or something like in the mother box. So it was all supposed to tie into
Magic connect the new gods. That's confusing.
I think I'd have to look it up again, but it was kind of like had something to tie in that regards. And then we all know Justice League was a Frankenstein movie. Now, I have fond memories. Watching that in the theater was a great experience for me because it was the first ever press screening I ever went to.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a press screening that they had like, I met some cool people there, still my friends to this day. And just seeing with all the rowdy comic fans, before the movie opened up, like before the embargoes and all that were dropping, I had a fun time with it. Like I had we were all laughing hysterically at certain bits. Like I didn't really like. I was like, oh, this seems kind of off a bit too. And then after the fact, it doesn't really hold up as much. But just that opening night and just with that crowd, and then seeing some of the stuff with all hardcore fans, it made the experience more exciting. So I do have fond memories, and I'm like, even after watching, like this just felt like kind of like a safe like superhero movie, like very safe. Like they didn't try and go super edgy or whatever the hell that in BBS.
I'll give BBS some credit. Imagine that movie was a complete clusterfuck. Everything went bulgy. Everything tried something different. It maybe, but it went something.
Right. The first 10 minutes of BVS, I think, is incredible. Then it kind of derailed after that when they bring in the kryptonite. Like the first 10 minutes, like okay, like they the way they Snyder, like I said, Snyder's really good at visuals. Like he stylistically told the Wayne murders. He did that like fantastically with the shots in that for like comic book panels come to life. And the way they took the criticism of Man of Steel with the destruction and inserting Bruce Wayne into that and making a plot point around it. That look that Bruce Wayne gives to like when he sees Superman like flying off, like that's all I need to know.
When General Zod kind of destruction.
Yeah, exactly. Like that look that he gives, like when he sees Superman flying in the sky with General Zod fighting, like that's all I needed to know about their conflict. I didn't need anything else. Like that was beautiful visual storytelling. I just wish the rest of the movie could have kept up with that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then down with Jesse Eisenberg Super, and then the Doomsday, and it was a complete mess.
Oh no!
Next, in the Marvel scene did not help. Wait, I still make the Marvel scene did not still make sense. Even what in context, it makes no sense.
Yeah, a way to make it like even then, like Superman should have just flown up and be like, "Hey, look, my mom's been kidnapped." Like, because it's like you set all this stuff up to really set the conflict, and then it all comes down to blackmail. I'm like, well, then what was the point of all this other conflict stuff with Superman? Yeah. So it just didn't really line up with me. What I thought.
The director's cut or the extended cut, the one that I rewatched recently for a review I watched on our channel, it fixed all the problems, but it didn't fix all the problems. There's still some stuff that still make no sense.
Yeah, and it's just too long.
Yeah.
It really kind of drags. Even the action scenes aren't really as good as Man of Steel. Yeah. Wonder Woman's cool. The best scene in the movie, the warehouse fight is great though.
That's great.
It's great. Like I said,
it reminded me of Arkham.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I saw somebody put together that with the Arkham's, like it was like a Arkham edition. They just put like the counterattacks and that like on the screen.
Nice.
That was pretty sweet. Let me see if I can find it.
That's not copyright. You got.
No. I'm just gonna send it to you guys in the chat so you can look at it.
I'll probably look at that later. Anyways, what? I think we kind of went up top of Young Justice.
Yep, Arkham Style. Here it is. I can do this. Okay.
Where's that?
I'll just send you guys in like the chat there so you can
Okay. 3 hours. Damn time.
breakthrough. Like this bit's great. They have the counters and they have the little like combo boosts there. And they have the little critical strikes and all that. I mean that sequence alone is like what I wanted to see in a Batman movie. So, and I think Snyder got some of Gotham looking better. I mean, I actually went to the set of this movie because they filmed it in like Detroit. So I got to like I went to I actually was at some of the locations where they filmed some of the movies, so that was cool. But yeah. Trying to think what else, but yeah, DC's like they're turning things around though. They had Wonder Woman, which was really good.
Yep. Aquaman, which was actually really great.
Aquaman is visually the best looking comic book movie I've ever seen. Like it's absolutely breathtaking, like how it looks. Then they had Shazam, which is great, like a great heroes.
Before I move on to here at the Supermarket John McCain.
I just wish Shazam would have done like better at the box office. I think it just.
I think it did want to get a sequel.
Yeah, it's getting the sequel, and then we're getting the Black Adam movie. I think DC's on the up and up right now. Like they're doing more creative stuff than
in Marvel.
Yeah, although Marvel did do Into the Spider-Verse, but that's animated.
No, that's not Marvel. It's Sony. It's Sony Animation.
Well, yeah, that's true. I just mean like in terms of live action stuff, they're getting way more creative.
That's true. Plus, we all got a Moon Knight show, which that's pretty cool. Granted, it's not gonna be rated R, which is not red flag. Because why? It's never gonna be rated R. You can't do PG-13.
It doesn't need to be rated R though.
Well,
all you gotta care about is if it's good writing and good acting and good direction.
That's true.
And cinematography. I get this argument all the time with people like, "Oh, it has to be rated R." Cause like, yeah, I get that, but you're not gonna lure audience towards that. I mean, the ones who want rated R are the ones who actually read, but those who don't know who Moon Knight is or Blade or whatever, they're not gonna expect anything,
Yeah. I'm moving. Yeah, my dog. Yeah. Anywho, then we went off topic. Got one about Young Justice to all the other stuff we're talking about.
That's what happens when you get on streams. You have like the main topic, and then we kind of just go and talk about really everything else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've enjoyed this, like just kind of rambling on, getting things off our chest. A lot of DC stuff, Young Justice, comic book wise.
Yep. Okay. So should we go away and should we go particular scene 4? What's the? Do we talk about every scene 3? I think we did talk about everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I just wish I was just disappointed. Like I said, overall thoughts. I still like the season. I like how it got edgier in a lot of ways, went more mature in certain ways. Too many characters though, like it lost focus a lot of the times. And I was disappointed they never really did anything with that Jason Todd Red Hood stuff. I thought that was going to play a factor in later on in the season, but it just seemed to get dropped. I guess they knew inevitably they were getting a season 4. So, but yeah, that was I was just kind of bummed out by that. I wanted to see that play out. And looking forward to what they have the next season. I do wish they had like the super kid, the kids in that of the next gen a little bit older. So we wouldn't have to wait so long. The fact that once again Damian is like just an infant right now, when I feel like he should be much older.
Yep.
That's a little bit. That to me, I'm like, if he was like 4 or 5, I think that would be fine. but he's still like a baby. So it's like it's gonna be another 10-year time jump before really anything happens. Like everyone will be in like their 30s. Like Tim and that will be super old.
Yep.
By the time I'm just like, wow, they should be closer in age, is what I'm saying.
Well, John probably 3 or 4, so he's probably older with time.
John was like 1 year old. So
Yep. So,
Leanne's actually aged on screen a bit, so she was like 2.
Yep.
So, but
She's cute. Mm-hmm.
yeah, adorable. So
Yep. Which I am sorry they're not going to carve it just like garbage. Like, thank God they're not going to do that. I heard this even remind me of we're going to love chicken. Like, we have Aquaman, right? A kid. That's great. Like, also we're going to do. I'm very sure we're going to scene 4. Oh, speak out there. I'm on my waiting job for scene 3. My prediction scene 4. I prediction scene 4. What we can see for now that we'll reach the in the kind of here in this timeline. I have a fear of that. My fear now we should be able to get involved in next season. They're going to probably involved with Darkseid and do the Great Darkness Saga. Okay, we're going to Sunday. Okay. Great Darkness Saga. Okay, we don't know what it is. Great Darkness is one of the best regional super stories of all time. Right. Short version. He had to do Darkseid. Ta-da! See?
oh man.
Like, this is the biggest Reader Super story of all time. One of the best stories. Right. My theory is they're going to probably adapt that story for scene 4. Since Darkseid started, since the story will end up Queen. After Cyborg and Halo, since Metron believes that the key for Darkseid destruction, the Darkseid plants, I'm very sure it comes to them. As for the rest of Outsiders and Batman Inc., I know what comes to them. I go to Beyond. I'm very sure what comes to them. I'm very sure that with the King. Oh, okay. Prince Beyond. Okay, King Beyond now. Okay, Geoforce. As for the rest of the team, I don't know about them. I don't know what I'm seeing 4. I'm very sure I'm seeing 4. I think we're gonna be epic. I think it'll be amazing. For the receiver, I'm hoping we get Raven Starfire. I'm hoping we get Leslie Giant involved. I'm hoping we get Supergirl involved. We get Supergirl finally. Heck, speaking of Supergirl, maybe we get Power Girl. Oh. Anything on Power Girl? No?
Yeah, Power Girl will be cool.
Like, I know Power Girl being Deathstroke and Annual.
Yeah, I was reading some of the Deathstroke books. Like Power Girl showed up like at some point and is completely like forgotten about.
Yeah, and Annual.
Yes. How can we forget Power Girl with her massive cleavage?
Well, like, where the hell is she? We haven't seen her in years.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did see her in like I said, this year she was there with like that Tanya, and then they just kind of like seem to have dropped that plot point altogether. I'm hoping, like I said, I hope Doomsday Clock just kind of like maybe almost resets some things, gets things back on track, merges, what was lost and what was found.
Bring back my Wild West, get rid of the new Hill and Great Garbage. Give me that young Tom Sanger Superboy, recommend Star of Resistance. Just give me something to work with, because Doom got the last thing I have left for it, because Shazam got joined definitely, Super Sonic got canceled, my favorite character got aged up for no damn reason. Damien is still now a sucker back in the Teen Titans.
Yeah, the conflict that he has going on now, like I was kind of like with the villains trying to almost like brainwash him a bit so they don't like commit any more heinous acts instead of killing them.
Yeah,
I think that's actually they actually should have just ran with that maybe from the beginning. I think that's more of an interesting conflict. It's like, okay, if these villains are never going to change, killing them that'd be wrong too. But at the same time, it's like maybe we can find ways to make them contribute to society better.
Yeah, but those have been done before with the Justice League with Identity Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
The result, a failure. it was a
It
complete.
really just seems like no matter what you do with villains, there's always it's just never going to work. You can never really change them. So just throw them in the Phantom Zone is what I say. Just take all the villains, just throw them in the Phantom Zone. Superman does it.
Yeah, but Superman that only for certain villains, not all the villains.
Put all the villains in there. Just put them in there and just
That way the Future's End.
what?
In Future's End, Black Adam was for the Phantom Zone.
Oh well, I mean, I still say throw them all in and yeah.
Yep. I might say I would like to do that. I mean, that's not a good idea. Big Phantom it's a very, 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 very messed up place. But I'm not happy with it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see what they do with this.
Yep.
These books and that too.
April Leviathan.
It'll end up being like Roy Harper.
If it go out there, I would just say, fuck it. At this point, I would say, I might not be angry, more pissed off. I don't care anymore. Bendis book it's breaking my soul a million pieces. I'm falling apart. Like, we the superheroes. I don't care. I'm more going to is Young Justice 4 than Bendis read the superheroes. Tom King Batman.
Oh man, I'm so happy when that's gonna be over.
Almost done. I have 5 issues left. Or just 6.
I just want that Tom King book to be gone and forgotten of. They took him off that 100-issue run because they saw that the sales were declining because people were just realizing it just wasn't very good.
Yeah.
He's doing Batman Catwoman though.
That's
why it's going to be a mini series because it's not going to be in the main Batman book because it's just not selling anymore because people just had enough of it. Remember all that, like it was a year and a half ago or so, like before, like I said, pre-Justice League No Justice, Rebirth they were kicking ass, and like right towards the end of Metal, they were like kicking ass on all fronts.
Yeah.
Fans were happy.
Sorry, Justice League is amazing. I love that Justice League is awesome.
Pre-Justice League No Justice and pre-Bendis.
This.
Because at least we had Jurgens and Tomasi on the Superman books.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like Benny Big and own little corner. Like let him just do Naomi and Young Justice.
yeah, if he just had that and if he was just kind of on that stuff, I think it'd be fine. Or if he only had one Superman book,
Yeah.
I think things would be okay.
Take a Superman book. And mostly I don't want to get action book and Superman book. I would have to take action comic because I love general action comics. I think any action comic would make a lot more sense. The Superman book, not so much.
Do you realize that Detective Comics is finally catching up to like Action Comics because it's no longer twice a month?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, because it's like I think they'll be caught up together by the end of the year, so they'll be like both simultaneously. Maybe Detective will actually finally pass Action Comics in terms of number of issues, because Action Comics was twice a month, but with Bendis writing both Superman and that, like it's like Detective Comics is like had time to catch up almost, and it's only like a few issues behind it. So I also felt like when Detective Comics hit like 1,000, it didn't feel like a big deal compared to when Action Comics did it.
Yeah, it didn't feel big. That's weird. Wait, what the band is like on one band not being a big deal?
It just didn't seem like there was much hype behind it compared to Action Comics.
Yeah, there was too many variants that kind of upset me. I was like, why you need like 20, 40 variants? This is why your sales are going bad.
Yeah, variant covered are worthless.
Their sales are going bad because they're just the direction of the universe. They try to cater to fans that aren't really there instead of really kind of trying to maintain a lot of like you want to bring in new fans obviously, but you're not really maintaining your core fan base who've supported you over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to New 52, the New 52 added a lot of fans.
Yeah, and it brought in new fans obviously. Rebirth had the chance was bringing a lot of people back. That's where I kind of like jumped aboard because I'm like, okay, I'm going to get into this Rebirth thing, and in a way, like. If I had never gotten to Rebirth, I wouldn't be on the stream probably. So, because in a way, like they got to me like reading Super Sons and all that, and yeah. So like I mean, there's some good stuff that like I mean, New 52. I know it hasn't been a hit for everyone. There's some good things that kind of like formed because of it. It led to like I think where I got really back into the comic stuff was I think when I watched Justice League War out of the blue, which was on for the 52, that got me like
so bad in my opinion.
well, I'd say like I enjoyed it when I first saw it. I thought Green Lantern calling Batman a phenomenal douchebag was really funny. I think that's where it kind of like to me, I'm like, oh, I enjoy this one. I don't really like it as much now, but just when I initially saw it, I'm like, oh, hey, it brought me back. Like, oh, I kind of miss watching all the DC shows, and I just started going to the next ones, and then they had Son of Batman, and I watched that. Which Son of Batman is not really that great of a movie, but it just kind of got me back into there, and then led to me doing the comics, reading the comic stuff, and then I think I found Tevia's channel, or he found mine.
Yep.
Tevia, how did you find my channel before?
I think I find your channel and then the Hellraiser reviews.
The Hellraiser reviews? Okay. I feel like I think I found you maybe during Super Sun stuff.
Yeah, Super Sons.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I think I've had Hellraiser Judgment without.
Oh, the Hellraiser Judgment review. That has my favorite opening to any review because I just.
So funny.
Yeah, I basically parodied Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when he finds out about Ray Finkel and Lois Einhorn, but I just took it instead of just the DVD. What's that?
When?
I was talking to my grandma, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, all right. That opening skit was so funny.
Yeah, I need to get back and doing some more skit stuff too. I was writing the next review I was writing was Jaws: The Revenge.
Yeah. Well, I was in an open skit.
Fun stuff.
I was going to do new videos on my main channel, but I was like, oh, it's too much work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta send it. What else was seeing 3? I think it's very good. Can you give it ratings?
Rating for season 3. I think a solid. Part of me is like maybe an 8 at most, like 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It was great I think if it would have kept up with the first half in terms of quality, I would have gone higher. But I think just like I said, my issues were there's just too many characters to follow at this point. Like every episode felt like they were just like showing new and more people instead of keeping it more focused. I do think it's the weakest of the 3 seasons overall. It started out stronger. Like I said, the first half when they're in Markovia and all that I thought that was really good. But again, like with the time jump, it's like I felt like I really didn't have a chance to connect with a lot of the new heroes like I did the old heroes like Artemis and Wally and Nightwing and such and Connor and McGann. Like I think that just even like with season 2 in that it's like when you bring in so many new characters, you just loses focus a bit. You can't keep up with it all. Not enough time to really develop these people because you got to understand, like obviously, like stuff from the comics, but this is adapting something to a new medium. You can't always take that into fact when you're watching a show. You have to develop it almost as if the comics don't exist. I mean, you can have nods in there for fans, but you want to be like act almost as if it never really happened. Like this is a completely different version from the comics. It's never going to be exact, so you have to kind of incorporate that fact into the show. So. So.
Oh yeah, we I found a little bit fun, baby. Guys.
Oh, Little Thumb Baby.
Yeah, right. At the end of the final episode, we see a post-credit scene.
I thought it was it's gonna be introduce Slobo.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was like, oh, he killed him. Never mind.
That was hilarious. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
Like that was hilarious. I finally killed it. But
Yes.
that's how I got the main man. I'm so pissed I Krypton canceled because that show was great.
I didn't watch Krypton. I was just burnt out on superhero shows, to tell you the truth.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I think the CW just kind of killed it for me too. Like I'm just like I just couldn't just sit down and watch it anymore. I just like I'm spending. There's just too much. The market is saturated. That's one of the things that at least I like with movies, where it's just like I got that. I mean, I feel like the only shared universe I'm really caring about, like nowadays is the MonsterVerse, but that's kind of it for me because that's one I'm really into because it's that the movies are at least kind of standalone where they stand on their own.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still like if you watch other movies, it's like you can still kind of get into them. Like it kind of adds to it a bit, but they still stand on their own for the most part. And it's not overcrowded. It's only been 3 movies so far, and it's been over like the course of like 5 years. So they're simple to follow. It's definitely tonally different. And so on and so forth. Oh yeah, The Conjuring. That's another one. But the Conjuring movies, I feel like the spinoffs haven't nearly been up to quality with the main
series.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed I feel like the Annabelle films almost got better with each one. Like Annabelle Creation,
awful. Annabelle was good. The first one, not see.
I enjoy it. It's almost like it's a comedy. It really is a horror comedy. Is the third one. It's definitely a lighter in tone movie. It really shouldn't have even been rated R, but like it's still a fun, spooky house type movie. It's like Night at the Museum, like in a haunted house at the Warren's house. The Nun's not very good. Annabelle 1's bad. Curse of La Llorona is pretty average. That's kind of just like a distant part of the Conjuring universe. But Conjuring 1 is really good. Conjuring 2, I think, is even better.
Yep.
But hopefully the third one delivers. That's I can hope. So, but yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right, man. So, should you give me ratings?
I give it a 8.5 out of 10. I was expecting more, from the Bat family. I expected like a balance of every character's like family.
Yep.
And yeah, everything was kind of like too many characters in one episode where they didn't have much screen time. Tim Crick didn't have much screen time here. That Stephanie, Orphan, Harper Row was kind of like a few seconds. That's it. But
oh yeah, we never got the hardware with the whole like abusive parent stuff.
yeah, and I just hope Young Justice before we get more of the Bat family, get some more of the Superman family.
Mm-hmm.
With Supergirl and some more magicians like John Constantine.
Yep, we have Trinity 13, I know that, so that's gonna do so many or the more like sorcerers. I should probably get my rating. Alright, we know that said, what do I get Younger than season 3? I love this show. I love season 1. I love season 2. And I think season 3 was one of the favorite seasons. Yeah, they showed the underlying characters, but that's the old hair with Connor Kent and began getting married. That made me smile. Wally was kind of returned, even after they went the kind of flashbacks. Well, not flashbacks, but more like hallucinations. It's better to know why we returned with the 11 season 1. But that made me happy with Nightwing and Fever Dream. That was awesome. Having Wally West there and Spirit pretty cool. I love Into the Super Sons. Made me so happy because having the Super Sons in season 4. Time travel. We haven't used it. We see future John Wick and Damien from the future, but go by the past. Like the young 10-year-old John and Damian Wayne. That'd be awesome. But the rest of Batman's really cool. Batman Coleman pretty awesome. Bumblebee was pretty cool. We're doing maybe the Magazine pretty cool. Darkseid awesome as always. Savage awesome as always. Overall, I think the great scene Dark Turn did help after making it more mature. And we should be looking at scene 4. And overall, it's a great scene to me. The ending, I now expect a very dark ending. I can't wait to see it in scene 4. I continue with a 5. Perfection A+. Depending on me, watch the show. Depending on Justice, watch the show. And I can't wait for scene 4. Scene is amazing. It's all gonna be badass. And I can't wait to see it up next.
Yep.
As for particular scene 4, any particular scene 4?
Probably something to do with the Legion. Hopefully, Red Hood plays a factor into it. Or I guess he's not Red Hood. He's kind of like whatever he is. I want to see that. I can't really think of what else. Legion and like something to do with the Legion, Darkseid, more of Darkseid's war. We have infiltrating stuff with Red Hood and that. I almost just want to spin off of the Bat family, and then you can kind of leave like I feel like this almost needs like 2 shows to really like grasp what's going on. Because like I said, there was just so much going on this season that there was like no chance to really focus on some of the characters and that I would have rather focused on. But I feel like that would have been better. But,
You would have been more into Raven and Starfire?
yeah, like I said, I would like to see Starfire show up next season. Raven, I think, should be in the kids' generation because, like I said, I think they need one hero to carry over to the next gen, and I think she would fit the magic role pretty well. Because I'm not sure who else they could add. Like, I think she should be on the Damien and like John team when they have it, because I'm not sure who else, and like Leanne Harper when they get older. I think that'd be a cool way to introduce Trigon in that because like end of the world Trigon and stuff.
That would be awesome trying that in this universe.
Yeah, so.
Glenn, any particular scene for?
Season 4, more Bat Family, more Static Shock, actually.
Yeah, more
Have
Static Shock. I agree.
Something of like a inspiration of both The Lost Days and Under the Red Hood for Jason Todd.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing a talent, like a full appearance of a talent going after Dick Grayson, along with Raptor.
Yeah, cool.
I'd like to see more of Orion in the New Gods.
Oh yeah,
and more of Dreamer.
Yep.
And more of Dreamer. And I hope that the episodes don't put too many characters at once, like season 3.
I agree with that. Like after me, Adam and Valida superhero, I want to see Super Sons, my own favorite team at the John and Damon Wayne. John at 10 years old, at 15 years old. That'd be cute. I want to see Starfire, I want to see Raven. I want to see Legends United. Reform. It'd be awesome to be born. So awesome in this show. We have Connor Kent show. I would love to see Connor Kent mentor John. That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, there we
His
go.
little nephew.
Yep. Because that is being like John and Connor are brothers. That'd be adorable. Having Damien at the team are pretty cool. Actually, that would be awesome seeing Todd and Damien team up.
Yeah.
Like, have them go into team at the first. Have Jason and Damien team at to go after the team. But then they have to reach a goal. And then they go over and reach a goal with the Bat Family.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Damien when he factors in. He's definitely going to be a bit different from comic book Damien. Because from to my knowledge, Talia is not like the full. She's more of like how she was like pre-52, more like along the lines of like animated series or, the Arkham games Talia, where she's more of the anti-hero as opposed to a villain. So that'll affect the way she raises him. So
that'll be all fun. That'll be cool. But overall, it was a great season. I can't seen 4, and after my predictions, I think that's all I got. So, should we end it?
Yep. It's been about like 4 hours. And
2 minutes. 10 time, boys. There we go. Thank you for my young guys seeing 3 of Spoiler Fit discussion. Stay tuned for my next discussion on May Titan, maybe. Sorry we have topic a lot, but now I have it on my streams. It's like midnight over here, so still getting super late. Enjoy. Guys, we'll be fun, you guys.
You go ahead, Ren.
You can find me on Twitter at Gothic Churro. Also, Facebook.com/thatguyrennie.
Yep. And you can follow my YouTube tab is Spoga. You can follow my Facebook on my Twitter. Or on Google. That's not Google Plus is dead. What am I saying? Yeah. For to have it. On my starters, on my Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter. I don't have an Instagram. I should probably make an Instagram eventually. That's why I may do that. Maybe I'll do it in the near future. And then did you what we find you?
You can follow me at youtube.com/JTisReborn. JTISRE. Oh, I spelled it wrong in the fucking thing, didn't I? JT is Reorn.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm tired. Somebody's probably reading that like JT is Reorn. So Reborn with a B. So you can find me on that. Twitter.com/SeanJTKing. I kind of have fun with that. I think I have other Twitter accounts, but they're not really significant. So yeah, twitter.com/SeanJTKing, and JT is, I got to change this just so.
Yep.
Oh, I can't even edit it right now, can I? Oh well, I'll leave the comments.
Yep. Yeah, good idea.
All right, there we go. So if anyone wants to find me, that's there. I can't believe I didn't even notice the spelling mistake.
Yeah, I noticed it. I know. Oops.
So, oh well. But thanks for having me on. Nice meeting you, Ren. It was cool chatting
You
with
too.
you.
Yep.
So yeah, just go ahead and give me a follow. I'll follow you on Twitter if I can find your account. So.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna join us in Mexico on Titan Season 2. I'm gonna join, and we'll see you guys in the next broadcast on something. I'm gonna join us. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.